Yeah. Yeah. What up? What up? What up? Top of the top. What up, family? What's up? Another great morning. Good morning. What's up? Hunter Rizzle. All artists mental. What's up? Understand that family will be family. That's right. My man Alan. What up, Alan? Y'all already know I'm back at it. Another day, another mission. Man, what's good? How y'all feeling this morning? We had another episode. It's getting real out here. I got a few topics I'm going to be talking about, and I got a couple of things I will be addressing. Some very small, very small. Good morning, Miss Jackie. I'm gonna let the love pull up, and then later on, I'm gonna address some of the hate. Because niggas love to hate. That's what they do. Yeah. What up, D? Top of the top. You already know. Miss Sassy. Good morning. Good morning. Man, I'm ready this morning, man. I'm ready to do what it do, man. It's been a long week, man. But it's been fast, too. Anyway, thank y'all for pulling up. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks for all the people that appreciate and respect what I do. And this is for entertainment purposes only. And we back at it again. Salute to the Funnel Fame Mafia. Y'all already know. We be behind the scenes with it. Anyway, it's the Funnel Fame Live episode 144. You should already know. Man, I'm gonna be talking about Mr. AugustAlsina. Mr. AugustAlsina, he got plans to cash out. He got a big $1 million deal on the table for a book, a tell-all book. I'm gonna be talking about that. I'm also gonna be talking about, on a serious note, is 2 men was caught with one of the biggest drug busts in America in the past 16 years. And they said they got caught with so much fatty that it was enough to kill 4.7 million people. And we've been having these discussions the past couple of weeks. We've been having these discussions, and every day we keep getting more proof. Good morning, Rondell. Good morning. When I see my people pull up, I get so happy. I be happy. When I see all my people, I be very, very happy. Like I said, what's up, Miss Deja? Good morning. Good morning, Miss Jackie. Jackie bring the gospel when she pull up. But I'm gonna be talking about some things, right? And the things we talking about is what we've been following on. How we heard yesterday how they say that the Black community is facing an overdose epidemic. And today I will be reporting on how they just caught 2 individuals yesterday. They said they had enough drugs to kill 4.7 million people. So it sounds like I said, a chemical warfare. I'm also going to be talking about the old school rapper, Mr. Kid Creole from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. He has been found guilty of manslaughter for allegedly stabbing a homeless man that tried to make a gay pass at him. I'm going to be going into that. And I'm going to be going into a few other things. I'm going to be going into how, we spoke about how the homeless are being rounded up. And for one city, in New York City, homeless advocates have been arrested in a crackdown because they're getting rounded up. And I'm also going to talk about what they are calling the Great Resignation. See, remember how we was talking about, and I was speaking on how a lot of people quit their job? I didn't know they actually called that the Great Resignation. They say 20 million people actually have resigned during this whole pandemic. 20 million people quit. They didn't get fired. They quit. And I'm gonna be relating on how some of those numbers relate with this homeless epidemic. Also, we know one of the biggest stories that's low key right now is Amir Locke, the 22-year-old that was killed in Minnesota by the police. They saying that they don't have enough evidence to prosecute the police, so it's getting thrown out. Even though we saw it on camera, but you see what they say about justice. You should already know about justice. But we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about a few other things. Like I said, what up, Ken Thompson? What's up, Ron Williams? Man, I see y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all during the show and after the show, family. That's right. Salute to the family, like I said, because the hate getting real. The hate is getting real. We got hate campaigns going on. Man, you'd be surprised what's going on. I'm gonna address that. I don't want to forget. See, I would address it now because I seen something this morning that pissed me off. Now, one thing y'all know for a fact, you ain't never ever heard me threaten nobody on this platform. I don't threaten people. I don't threaten no men. I don't threaten no women. I ain't with all that extra stuff. You dig? And I damn sure ain't gonna incriminate myself by threatening nobody. Because if you know what I'm saying, that's something I'm never gonna do. And I'm definitely not beefing with no female. That's one thing I will say. And people understand, it's just that sometimes when you call people or when you speak on something and somebody might not be feeling what you're saying, they're going to turn into something else. But I'm never going to get up here and lie and make false allegations or accusations. I don't accuse nobody of nothing. But let me make this one thing clear. This is the one thing I'm going to make clear, right? Remember I told you, y'all can watch who y'all want to watch, do what y'all want to do. But you can't be a moderator on my page if you're dealing in a certain activity. Not because I care, it's because I can't compromise my channel. I can't just have somebody with access. See, when you give somebody a wrench, for those who don't know, when you give somebody access to your channel, that actually is telling that person that you trust them. When you give a person a wrench, that's really the highest form of showing a person that you rock with them. So when I gave out my wrenches on my channel, that was my form of making people VIP. Everybody got their own reason why they give out wrenches. Also, so if some people in here, some people not, it's always somebody in here that can moderate. When you just give wrenches a little bit, you might not have your moderators around. But my point is, anybody I gave a wrench to, just understand. If you didn't understand, you don't know, that means I trusted you. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And I'll address that later because that's not really talking about nothing. Anyway, episode 144. Now, we know a lot of people got a lot of different opinions on a lot of different things with this whole Will Smith smacking ChrisRock, the whole Jada Pinkett dot situation, whatever y'all want to call it. We know about the entanglement. Well, we don't know if they all could be in this together, playing on everybody. At the end of the day, everybody going to benefit from it other than us. Yo, I seen a meme somebody posted, and the meme said, the individual said, he said, I looked up ChrisRock net worth. He said, I looked up Will Smith net worth. He said, I looked up Jada Pinkett net worth. He said, when I seen their net worth, he said, I think it's about time for me to mind my business. So basically what he was saying, everybody worried about them, and they're the ones that's rich and getting paid. But now, Mr. AugustAlsina, he ready to get paid. He ready to cash out. I also heard, or it's also being reported, that he has released a snippet of one of his new songs he got coming out. Because you know how the celebrities do. Any chance they get to capitalize, that's what they're going to do. So I ain't hating on that man. So check this out. They say AugustAlsina is cashing in on plans to write a book about what Jada does in the bed. They say he about to sign a big book deal, millions of dollars. But he said that Will gave him permission. Now we do know that they basically are swingers. A lot of people don't understand what swingers are. Swingers are married couples that basically have their fun. You have swingers clubs, swingers bars. You got, see, for people that been around the country and know these things, you got swingers clubs. There are clubs that only swingers go to. You have to have a certain credential to get in there. Not only do they have to know you, it has to, you know, it's like when you put it like this, some of y'all seen swingers bars or swingers clubs, but you didn't even know because they look like closed buildings. You only might, you're not really going to know it's a swingers club till at nighttime. But most of these people have a VIP access. They it's a certain way swingers clubs operate. I'll say that. I never been in one, but I know about them. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen them. But I realized when I used to see them, I ain't never know what they was. And then somebody put me next to them, that's a swingers club right there. You won't know because most swinger bars or swinger clubs, they definitely got closed when they got blacked out windows. Sometimes they ain't got no windows at all. Sometimes it might look like a meeting lodge. You know, it might look like a lodge. It might look like a condemned building. It might look like a condemned factory. That's how swingers bars look. But it's a swingers bar in every city, every neighborhood. You just didn't know it was a swingers bar or a swingers club. But swinger clubs are specifically for married couples. That's where they go. They switch partners. They have outright sex. They can have sex with whoever they like, and it's consented by their so-called marriage partner. These are facts. And guess what? You know, gotta be real. Sometimes the swingers be swinging a little bit too much swinging. They swing. You might have a man and a woman going there. The man might let dudes run a train on his wife while he watch. You might have the man having sex with multiple women while his wife watch. Sometimes you might have the man watch his woman have sex with other women. And sometimes the woman might watch her man have sex with other men in the swingers club. Because when you're in the swingers club, anything goes. But it's all consented. That's what they do. Some of them say that's what they do to keep their marriage going. But my point is, you know that Will Smith and Jada Smith, they already outright said that basically they was in an open relationship, an open marriage. Basically, they're swingers. So, you know, everybody's marriage is different. What they say, you shouldn't be concerned what happened in other people's bedroom, but this is reality of life. Just like some people have more than one wife consented due to certain reasons, whatever. We're not going to get into that, but you have different agreements within different relationships and different marriages. So we already know they were swingers. We just don't know who Will was having sex with. You know, we don't know how many people and who exactly Jada, you know, sanctioned him to have sex with or be with, because maybe Will don't pillow talk. But you gotta understand what swingers do and how they get down. So a lot of people think it was cheating, and it ain't about cheating. It's about permission. Some people don't know it's dudes. I mean, you can call them weirdos. I'm just saying, you got dudes that'll pay other dudes to smash their wife while they watch. That's what just goes on in the world. People got their own sexual behavior, their own sexual fantasies. But a lot of this stuff is consented. And guess what? Some of this stuff we never gonna understand. Just like we not millionaires. But the point of the matter is they are in an open relationship. And who's to say? Let's keep it real. Who's to say? Let's keep it, yo. August slept with Jada allegedly, but who's to say Will ain't have August first? Say, now you can have my wife, boy. Who know? We don't know. This is allegations. But I'm just saying. Who's to say Will ain't pop him first? They say, nah, you can go ahead. Only way you can sleep with my wife, you gotta let me pop you first, boy. We don't know. So I'm just saying, when in Hollywood, a lot of stuff goes, swingers, a lot of stuff goes, we don't know. So I ain't gonna sit and accuse nobody of nothing. I'm just going according to the report. And they said that AugustAlsina plans to cash out on a multi-million-dollar book deal. And he says that Will gave him permission to sleep with Jada. And he's also going to be talking about how he was in their household while Will was out filming movies. And hopefully, you know, Will don't put a bag on his head before he get to finish writing that book. Hopefully, August don't wind up somewhere in a hotel and they say he passed out or something like that. Or, you know, he might, hopefully he don't be in a car accident or something before the book come out, hopefully. But this was going on. You know, he said that Will co-signed it. So what? I don't even know what to say about this. I don't even know what to say. You understand? It's no, like I said, it's no telling how many females that Will popped, that he smashed, that Jada was right there watching, or Jada knew about. We don't know. Maybe they might be their whole thing of running train and slutting out industry people. Some of y'all don't know about that. You got some couples that slut people out. And then behind the scenes, they high five. You got couples that go to the strip club, pick a female, and they go home and have their way with that female. There's a lot of things that go on, but I'm trying to tell you, if you haven't been around the world and you haven't been around certain people, you know, you don't understand what goes on. How many people know? Y'all know about that, especially people in the down south, Midwest, certain places. I know about how couples go to that strip club and bring some females home. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Specifically go to the strip. I know females that like to go to the strip club more than their husband. These are facts. But they only go with their husband. And they want to pick out the female they're going to take home. The woman do that, not the man. These are things that go on. But like I said, if you haven't seen this stuff with your own eyes, you haven't been around it, you're not going to understand it anyway. And, you know, everybody going to have an opinion, but this is just a reality that goes on. Period. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. August going to write him a book. He about to get paid. He say he want a piece of this action. And he going to be spilling the beans, a.k.a. he going to be pillow talking. Because I don't blame him. He might as well get paid. But at the same time, like I said, we don't know if they ran a train on him. We don't know that. So that's all I'm trying to tell y'all. I know a lot of people say, Will a sucker, he let him do this and do that, but we don't know what actually happened. We don't know. They could have ran a super train on this boy and just say, you know, Will say, I'm good. You know, I mean, you can chill at the crib. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. Will said, you can sleep with my wife, but first, you got to let her put this dildo in you. And I'm going to stand and watch. We don't know that. I don't want to know what's going on in their bedroom anyway. It's nasty. But I'm just saying, we don't know what happened in that bedroom. But everybody got their opinion, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all think, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I just know you can't, this one thing I do know, you can't judge a regular relationship with a rich relationship. You can't judge a regular relationship to a swingers relationship. You can't do it. It's not going to work. Because a swinger relationship, that's like you trying to compare a swinger relationship to a church relationship or a religious relationship. Those are two different relationships. I'm telling you what I know. But also you'll see one thing about swingers relationships, a lot of times they last longer than regular relationships. They don't break up like that because they never have to fight or argue about that thing called cheating. That's the only difference in a swingers relationship. You'll see most of them, they actually do be together more than so-called regular couples and regular religious, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't deal with that you cheated on me or that trust factor. So that's why I said it's all weird, but it's very real. It's very real. These are things that are going on in the world, just that some people, they don't understand that because it go over your head. But anyway, that's what August doing. August said he write him a book. He ready to get paid. He ain't trying to hear what nobody talking about. He said Will gave him permission, and he was able to chill at the crib while Will was filming movies. And y'all know when he was filming movies, he probably was filming movies for a long time. Maybe Will was comfortable, so he'd rather his wife be with him than her sneaking off with somebody else. I don't know, but they're in an open relationship. So it is what it is. We don't know if ChrisRock, he could have let ChrisRock smash it before. We don't know. Or whatever. I don't know. But you got, like I said, swinger couples trade. You might got, let's say allegedly, Will and Jada get with this. Let's just say allegedly, let's say Will and Jada, he get with ChrisRock and his wife. They partying, then they switch out wives that same night. That's what swingers do. And then they sit at the table, laugh about it. They playing cards and getting drunk. That's what they do. So it's some things that some people never understand. What up, Pone? Somebody was running around with your fake page yesterday, bro. Pone Struggle, that's the bro. Like I said, family, we're going to be family. We here. Hey, yo, Pone, you see that? I shared that fake picture where somebody tried to make a fake picture of my face, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and Pone went live. Pone said, yo, bro, don't put my face out there. I said, yo, bro, don't put my face out there, nigga. We talk face to face like men, nigga. And we don't do clown stuff like take screenshots. Get it? Anyway, I told y'all, man, when you VIP, you'll know who I am. Oh, man, I love my people. Y'all know I love y'all, man. That's a fact. But check it out. Boom. August smashing that. You know what I'm saying? August was smashing that, but it was permitted. It was permitted. So, what are we to say about that? And like I said, we don't know what Will might have did to that boy. Will might have said, boy, yeah, you can sleep with my wife, but you gotta let me stick this thing up in you real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. It's sick, but I'm just saying, man. But anyway, he gonna write his book, he gonna cash out. ASAP Auto, what up? Word. But he about to get paid. He dropping some music. He dropping a book. He getting millions off the book. And the book is going to be about, the sex he used to have with Jada. So that's what it is on that. Next topic I'm going to get into is very, very serious. And this is what's going on right now. Murder and mayhem. Now, y'all see all that work right there? Y'all see all them drugs? You see that? You see a lot of that fatty? You're going to see some of that blow? You know what I'm saying? Meth? Well, that's what's called a mother load. And these two dudes, they got caught with the mother load. You heard? 2 men was caught with enough fentanyl to kill 4.7 million people. And this was one of the biggest busts the country has seen in 16 years. A man named Edgar and a man named Carlos. Allegedly, they might have been Mexican. I don't know. But they was caught with 821 pounds of meth. Nearly 190 pounds of that white girl. You know what I'm saying? That's snow. And they got caught with 20.5 pounds of fentanyl pills, aka that Fetty Wap. And they got caught inside a minivan in an Orange County, California home. For those that don't know, 2 milligrams of Fetty is enough lethal dose to kill a person. 2 milligrams, if I'm not mistaken, that's like the size of an Advil pill, something like that. That's enough to kill a person. But the DA in this particular case, they are trying to press murder charges on these individuals. They want to charge them with murder. And what people don't understand, you also got that new drug ISO out. And they say that's 20 to 100 times worse. The point is, they trying to now make it where if you get caught with fentanyl, you're going to get a murder charge because they already know that those drugs kill. So, like I said, a 2-for-1, you know, you get to sell it. You sell it, kill some people, and then when we catch you, we're going to kill you with a murder charge. But these individuals, you know, the DA is trying to get them 37 years in jail, and they got a $5 million bond. And for a lot of people don't know, we've been hearing these stories. I've been reporting on them. People going to Cali, they're going to get that. They're going to get that work. Because once again, I told y'all months ago, the borders are shut down. The drugs slowing up. When you see that much drugs confiscated, that means it's going to be a lot of broke people in the hood that was waiting on that pack. A lot of people not going to get their shipment. A lot of people ain't going to get their stash, which means a lot of people ain't going to flip that money. And that means a lot of people are going to be hurting. We've been seeing some of the bigger, each week, the bus getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what that means is, you know, prices going to go up in the hood. And it also means some people are going to be starving, which is going to increase the robbery and the murder rate. It's called hood politics. But these dudes had the mother load and they got caught with all of that. And it was a time when I was out there, I would have wished they was my homeboys. Because that's a lot of money right there in that picture. But this is not to promote drug or no type of thing like that. I'm just reporting the news. The biggest drug bust in 16 years. They said they had enough drugs. The stuff they had was enough to kill 4.7 million people. You might as well say 5 million people. And they also know that that's how deadly that these drugs are. You see, they know them drugs are super deadly. But guess what? These are the same drugs flooding they're in your community right now. They're already out there. And this was going to bring more to your neighborhood. So that's why, like I said yesterday, when we heard about the overdose epidemic, those drugs right there was part of the overdose epidemic to increase the overdoses. You dig? So that's letting you know. That's right, bro. I see what you said. They got to do it. Yeah. See, they're not even going to just get conspiracy to commit murder. They're going to charge them with murder. Because we know for a fact, common sense, out of all of that, at least one person going to die. But we know it's going to be way more than one person that died. But that's what you're looking at. You're looking at death. So that's why I told y'all this era is way worse than the crack era. The crack era ain't got, you tell the truth. You know crackheads that's still living right now. They might have smoked their ass off, but once upon a time, they still living. Crackheads still around. Crackheads actually get a chance to clean their life up. But most of the people that's on that them heavy narcotics like that dog food and that Fetty, some of them they never get their life together, and some of them they don't stop till they pass out. So they said these individuals had enough to kill, you might as well say, damn near 5 million people. And once again, I gotta keep speaking on certain things because people forget that it was already announced that certain people want to bring all this to the hood and take out black and brown people. They want to kill out everybody that's black and brown in the hood, and they're going to do it through the use of drugs. That's what some people said. So like I said, man, it's getting wicked out here. So while people sit here playing, I promise you, I guarantee you, by the summer, the numbers going to be dropping so fast that by the time people look up, they ain't even going to know what happened. Because this is the stuff already taking place. You know what I'm saying? It's already going down. But that's the situation with that drug bust. I said it was the biggest drug bust in the country in 16 years. So there you have it. And that's right. Them drugs is targeted towards certain people. When you look at history, you're always going to see the drugs was targeted certain communities. Certain communities still are messed up from drugs. Like how we was talking about Detroit. Detroit, was very, very rich. Then we seen about how they try to say Detroit was like a condemned war zone. It looks horrible, but people don't understand it was the drugs that tore Detroit down like that. When you see all those bandos, y'all know it's a lot of communities and places in America. They look like they still got bandos, and they look like they living in the 80s because the drugs destroyed those communities, and some of those communities were they was allowed to be destroyed. I'll say that. They look like ghost towns now. But my point is now these drugs right here, they're gonna do something totally different to the hood. Period. What up, Wax? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be doing something totally different. So y'all just pay attention. The war is lit. And like I said, you don't hear too much about nothing. I've been watching our Ukraine situation too. They say that's heating up. It's getting very nasty. And people still complaining about this gas, and that's what it is. So like I said, by the summer, everything is just going to come to a head. It's going to be everything at like I said, it's like when you shake up a bottle of soda, everything is being shooken up right now. And by the summer, that's when they're going to take the top off. You know, everything just going to start going crazy. So what we're doing is actually we looking at everything step by step. So these individuals that got caught, they said it could have been 5 million deaths. But remind you, these are just the only people that got caught. So we already know the saga continues. You know what I'm saying? That's that on that. I also want to talk about this because this coincides with that story. With the homeless being rounded up right now as we speak. Every city is probably a different name, or other places is going on. It's quiet, but it was homeless advocates arrested by the NYPD yesterday in a crackdown. You know, they running down on them encampments. What's the homeless encampment? A homeless encampment, you might as well say that's like a homeless complex. You might as well say that's like a homeless project. You know, when you see like 10, 20, 30, 50 homeless tents in one area, that's a homeless encampment. And if I'm not mistaken, every city right now, if you go somewhere downtown, you're going to see a homeless encampment. Under bridges in certain places. Ever since this pandemic, the homeless encampments have increased. But in NYPD, they announced a couple weeks ago that they're going to be smashing on them. Because, like I told y'all, it's tourist season. Tourist season is about to start up. After Easter, Memorial Day, all the way to Labor Day is tourist season. And remember, the past couple of years, all of the tourist areas were not able to make money. They lost a lot of money due to tourists. Why? C-19, businesses were shut down. Remember, overseas couldn't come over here. Let's be clear. It's the people that come from overseas that are America's biggest tourists. They spend the most money. Times Square in New York City gets most of their revenue from people from overseas. Some crazy like $6 billion a summer, stuff like that, tourist season. With any city you at in America, any part of the world, if it's a tourist track, a tourist site, they make all of their money right there every year. Like if you live in Florida, you live in Miami, they make all their money off Miami. They make more money off the tourists in Miami Beach than they make off the actual citizens of Miami. If you're in Orlando, Florida, they make more money off of Disney World than the people that live in it. You get it? Just like in New York City, they make more money off of Times Square than they actually make from the people that live in the city. Talking about rapid, fast, quick tax money. If you live in Atlantic City, New Jersey, they make most of their money off the damn casinos. And vice versa. Everywhere in New Orleans, they make mad money off Mardi Gras. Then they make off the average New Orleans citizens. That's how it works. So now that everything is opening back up, the tourists are about to come in. Therefore, the people that's living in these homeless encampments, they got to go. The same way I reported how, before the Super Bowl with the Rams against Tom Brady, a lot of the homeless people were living right around that big new stadium in LA. All the homeless had encampments all around there. under the underpass, all around that area. So what they did before the Super Bowl, they started rounding all of them up, making them disappear. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The homeless peoples, the ones that don't have no ID, they don't have no family, they don't got no credentials, some of them are the ones that end up in camps. I'm not talking about homeless shelters. I'm talking about them real camps. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They also understand that a lot of the homeless people, some of them are anti. Some of them get labeled as anti-government. Why? They don't want to comply with the system. So they label some of these people as criminals. Why? Because they don't got ID. They're not vaccinated. Some of them, they deal with certain things where they feel like they want them people out the way. My point is, I've been saying this for months, but I know I got new people listening. They're trying to make it now. If you don't comply, you are basically anti-government now. So when you are homeless, it's easy for you to get put in that category of anti-government. Because they pull up on you. First of all, don't be a person that's not from here. You ain't got no ID and you an immigrant. You ain't got no visa. You don't got no ID. You're not complying with the CDC. Those are 3 things alone that can lock you up. You already know that. Especially I'm talking about if you're not from this country. I know certain cities, certain states where if you don't have ID, they can take you into jail to find out who you really are. This in a lot of places. That's been going on years. Remember, if you get, that's like say, I'm just gonna say jaywalking. I'm gonna say littering. I'm gonna just say, using the bathroom in public. Let's say the lowest misdemeanor crime. If you in the street doing a misdemeanor crime and the police run up on you and say they want to write you that ticket, but you don't got no ID, that police can take you to jail and find out who you are right then and there. He can lock you up if you want to be petty. So my point is, you actually can be locked up for not having no ID. I know a lot of y'all already know this. Because why? They want to take you in to find out who you really are. They want to what? Fingerprint you. So now they're basically implementing those laws. If they run up, you say you homeless, they run up on you. You don't got no ID. You ain't got no credentials. They snatch you up. They can take you somewhere where nobody even gonna know where you at. They might not. My point is, they could put you in a Homeland Security jail. They ain't gonna put you in a regular jail. If you don't know about Homeland Security jail, that's a jail when you get put in there. They don't got to tell you when you're getting out. They can hold you as long as they want to in a Homeland Security. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. These laws been put in place, but a lot of people didn't understand what those laws was. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got it now. But they're going to start increasing that no ID stuff. You ain't got no ID, you're going to be labeled, who are you? Then we got to take you in. Hold on, we just got to take you in. It's going to be okay. We just got to fingerprint you, run a little background check. We need to find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's what stuff they're going to be doing. Then let's say they lock you up and they take you in and they start asking you all these questions. Well, if we let you go, where you going? Well, you need somebody to come, we need an address. We need this, we need that. Oh, you don't have no address? Okay, well, have you been vaccinated? Oh, okay. So you ain't back. So you have been complying with American rules for about the past 2 years now. Okay. They start sizing you up, and they said, well, you know what? We think we're not going to be able to let you go back into society because this, that, and the third. But we're going to put you over here until we figure out what's really going on with you. Camp, FEMA camp, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is some of the stuff that might actually start going on. I don't know. But I know one thing. When they snatch it, when they running down on all these homeless encampments, the question is, where they going? Where they putting them at? I don't know if y'all saw that movie a long time ago. I should be ashamed of myself because I should remember the damn movie name. The movie with Ice-T. Man, this was what used to be one of my favorite movies. When they was going around, going on the street, randomly picking up homeless people. And then they would, these people were rich people. They had bread. They had money. They would go pick up homeless people, take them in the woods, let them run around, and they would use them as hunting deer, hunting animals. and they would track them down and take and kill them. It used to be one of my favorite movies. I can't remember the movie right now, but they would go into the city. It was rich people. They would go into the city, snatch up somebody, take somebody homeless. No, matter of fact, they wouldn't just snatch them up. They'll trick them, act like they're gonna help them out, clean them up. You know, they'll do certain things, feed them, take them to the estate somewhere in the woods. Surviving the game. There you go, D. Malley. Surviving the game. There you go. That's one of my favorite movies. Surviving the game. That's right. These people will go to the city, to the hood, to the community. They'll go anywhere where they knew where homeless people was at, pick them up, clean them up, take them to the crib. But the whole time, the crib somewhere deep in the woods. And then they'll go get their guns and make that person tell them to run, make a run in the woods. And then they'll go try to track them down, and that was the game. They basically was hunting human beings, but they would get their victims from the local ghetto, the local hood, the local homeless camps. Surviving the game. Exactly. And they would bet big money on how they, that's like that. That's like say four rich people come together and they bet on who gonna kill them first. And they put the bag up, and whoever kill them first win the money. This was in a movie years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good movie. It's called Surviving the Game. If you ain't see it, you need to watch that. So I already knew a long time ago and do other learning what actually be going on with some of these homeless people. So like I said, and when you watch the movies, you always see that they portray the homeless people as like militant people. Let's go back to Total Recall, another movie they put in our face. Remember, it was a certain people that didn't want to comply, and they was labeled as remember Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was against the program, and they was hunting him down the whole time, and he was running with the underground people. The underground people was considered to be the people that was against the system. But my point is, remember in Total Recall, they was charging for air. And the people that didn't want to comply, they was controlling their air supply. They showed the same thing in Demolition Man. They showed you remember Demolition Man, where they were showing you how the people that didn't want to comply with the system, they was living underground. Y'all remember that? Man, it's too much to go into. All these things that's going on now, everything that's going on now, they put it in all the movies in the 90s. But my point is, homeless people, a lot of time, they be like sacrificial lambs. Homeless people also end up in, guess what? They be ending up in organ donating too. Organ donating programs, allegedly. Guinea pigs, testing out medicine on them, stuff like that. Instead of you laying on the street and nobody making no money off you, we might as well put you in jail and make a nice amount of money off. They get put in programs. So now we're going to talk about what they're calling the Great Resignation. They say 20 million people have quit their job in a pandemic. We already spoke about this. Not 20 million people fired, 20 million people quit. And they calling this the Great Resignation. I never even knew that's what it was called. We heard about the Great Depression. We heard about, they said it was a Great Resignation, where this many people have never, ever quit their job at one time in America. I already spoke about how a lot of people quit their job to get down with Black Lives Matter. We know a lot of people quit their job because they didn't want to get vaccinated. For those that listen, in my opinion, I spoke about a long time ago, that was a way to trick a lot of people, because a lot of people that quit their job, some of them was on their job for years. It was making big money, had big pensions, big salaries, and that was a slick way to get rid of a lot of people. Cut costs is what it's called. But it's called the Great Resignation. So my point is, some of the people that did resign are some of the people that actually ended up homeless. Because they was getting unemployment. They was getting rental assistance programs. But once all that stuff get taken away, now they got to start over from scratch, and they on their own. Now some of them, when they do try to go move back into an apartment or a crib, the rent is 3 times more. Remember, when you get a house, apartment, you got to have a job that you've been on at least 6 months to a year. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, when you homeless, it's not that easy to just get a crib. You got to have a certain, you got to been working for a year or 6 months. Most likely, a lot of times, you got to been working a straight year. You might got to have 3 times the rent. You might got to have a good credit score. So when you playing around with being homeless, meaning the people that was straight and quit their job and ended up homeless, it's going to be 3 times harder for them to get back on their feet. So that's why you see them numbers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That was part of the war. People don't understand that poverty is a warfare. The more of them I could keep poor, the more of them I could keep down and they out the way. They're going to be statistics. What up? You see? 200 million people in the country are vaxxed. People are burnt out and done, especially these retail jobs. Oh, yeah. They've been working them hard. They've been working them hard. But like I said, and guess what? Some of the people that's homeless, some of these people are the ones that are getting high, and some of them are the ones getting high in the depression. And these are some of the people that's going to be overdosing. So once again, when we talk about what we all know about, what we heard about, people spoke about the population control. Now, are you seeing what the population control is all about? Are you seeing that? Now you're seeing it. And remember, population control, it don't always mean death. Population control can mean we just can put a cap on who does what. We can put a cap on who's successful or who not. We're going to control the population. We're going to determine who's poor and who ain't poor. Or we're going to set up certain things where people will do it to themselves. And then we'll be able to control them like that. Like when you quit your job, when you end up homeless and they run down on that homeless encampment, now they're going to control you and tell you what you're going to do and what you ain't going to do. They're going to say, come with us. You can't say, what you going to say? Because you homeless, right? That means what? You ain't got no family. You ain't got no credentials. So you got to come with us. This is something I also learned. Like, you got people that's in jail. Let me speak on this. You got people in prison that been did their time. You got a lot of people that was done dirty. False allegations, false crimes. These people were supposed to have been came home. But guess what? They know these people don't have no family. So if you have no family fighting for you on the outside, they're going to hold you as long as they want to. They're going to keep denying you at the board. Why? It's nobody from your family sending in letters. It's nobody sending you no damn commissary. Nobody even cares about you in the outside world. We might as well keep you in here a little longer. And that's what they do, allegedly. That's why I'm going to be real. When you in penitentiary and you don't have no family, those are a lot of people that get done dirty. Those are a lot of people that's supposed to been came home. But when they checked your records for all them years, they see you ain't really get no visits. They see you wasn't really on a phone like that. They see you wasn't really getting no mail or commissary. They looking at you like, to the outside world, you dead anyway. So we might as well just keep you a little 3 more, 4, 5 more years. You were supposed to came home 8 years ago. We might as well just keep denying. We're going to keep you a little longer. Shit. You've been all this time. Ain't nobody seen you but one time. They don't miss you out there. We might as well keep getting that money. And a lot of people are still locked up. For some people locked up for stuff they didn't even do. But guess what? They family on the outside didn't fight for them. And they still sitting up. A lot of people that's in jail got caught up with that crime bill, getting extra time for petty stuff when they was teenagers. But the whole time they was locked up, their family did not fight for them, not once. Or didn't even come see them, didn't send them nothing. And those people are statistics. So that's part of the population control. Keeping them numbers off the street, keeping them in jail off the street. Because those are like missing people. Y'all know that when you got somebody, look, you got people that you went to junior high school with that got locked up back in the day. You ain't seen them since. That's like a missing person. They still alive somewhere. They just somewhere put up somewhere where you don't know where they at. It's like they missing because they never came home. And their peoples ain't never go check on them. Their peoples ain't never, you know what I'm saying, never vouch for them. Some of them supposed to be came home. But that's part of the population control. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when you get locked, when you get caught up in one of them homeless encampments and you don't have no credentials, you got nobody to vouch for you, they can say, come with us. Until you can prove, well, we're going to need your family. Somebody from your family is going to have to come and get you. If you can't prove that, then you're just going to go over here. We're going to ship you somewhere where, you know, we got you in New York City, but we're going to sit your ass in Utah. You're going to be in Utah somewhere. If you can't prove you got family, your family don't come get you, your ass going to stay in Utah. You get what I'm telling you? Oh, we caught you in a homeless camp in LA, in California, and your ass we're going to put you in Rhode Island somewhere. You ain't got nobody to vouch for you? All right, well, we're going to put you over here in Rhode Island, and when you get in contact with your family, tell them to come get you, but you're going to be in Rhode Island somewhere in the camp. Y'all saw them camps in the movie where they have all them people behind that gate. I told you, if you want to know something what a camp look like, I know everybody saw Scarface. Remember when Scarface came over on a boat and they put him in that camp under that bridge? That's a camp. You can call it FEMA camps, call it whatever kind of camp. Those are camps, encampment. That's where you go at when government holds you, like Guantanamo Bay. Those are camps. Get it? And those camps are actually for people that's in America, but you know, ain't all the way American, or basically they not official yet. So when you homeless and now when you're not complying and you don't prove you're an upright American citizen, you can get put in one of these encampments. And you're going to need somebody to vouch for you. They might put you in an encampment for a little while, but you know you got in contact with your family some kind of way, and they had to come well thousands of miles to vouch for you. That's my uncle right there. He's my uncle. See, he the proof. I got the pictures. We was together. You know, here's his name, his real name, his eye. You know, they might help you get you out, but if you ain't got nobody to vouch for you, your ass just in there. They might say, well, shit, you might be from another country. We don't know. Or matter of fact, you from here, but you always indulged in crime. You know you got charges. Man, we gonna hold you till we say till further notice. We'll let you know. That's why I said with Homeland Security, they can actually hold you as long as they want to. So that's what I'm trying to tell people. This stuff is starting to get real. So you also got to look at what a lot of money been dropped on fighting crime. So now when you homeless, you can get caught up in that crime wave. For my people in New York City, what happened? All the people that's been getting robbed, raped, beat up on the train, who they blame? Are they not blaming it on homeless people? Are homeless people not getting most of the blame for most of the crime that's going on? Well, that's part of why they're going to be locking up homeless people. Because they're going to say you might be a person that at nighttime you go knock somebody upside the head for some cash because you ain't got no job, you ain't got no money. So we want to just snatch you up. So my point is they are banging and riding down on these homeless encampments. But the thing is, we don't know where these people are going. It ain't none of my business, but I'm just saying we don't know where they're going at. And I'm just saying that's it. But this is going on everywhere. This is another quiet war. It's a quiet war against poverty. Because now it's sad, but it's the truth. If you homeless on the street, you're labeled damn near as anti-American now. It's basically, you might as well say they're saying you're making America look bad right now. America is not about this poverty stuff. We're not about homeless stuff. We trying to build these condos. We trying to build these luxury homes, and you out here messing up the environment. You're not washing up. You carrying diseases. You're not good for society. You being anti. That's why I try to tell you. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. The same thing on how they was trying to paint the picture that if you're not vaccinated, you're basically dirty and you're spreading diseases. That's why they was trying to paint that picture. They're trying to say you against the system. You might be a disease carrier and you're infecting other Americans because you don't want to get vaccinated. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to show you, how the image is portrayed that if you're not compliant, you are anti-American, you're anti-government. So they can try to label you as a criminal because you're not compliant. That's all I'm saying. This is just some of the games that's played. That's all I'm trying to tell you. This is some of the stuff that's being played. You know what I'm saying? What's up, American Links? What's up, bro? These are some of the games being played. It's called politics and politics. So when you're looking at that whole, they say it was the greatest resignation, meaning this many people have never just upright left their job in history. 20 million people. So now you see why on top of that, they telling you that they caught a drug bust that could have killed 5 million people. And meanwhile, we worried about Ukraine and Russia. But that's that. Also, the spinoff of this topic, which is another real topic, is I want to know what y'all think about this. They say no charges against the police officers that killed Amir Locke, the 22-year-old that was in his crib sleep. You know, we seen the officers go through the door with the body cameras. We seen they, you know, they had the cameras on. And a lot of people forget the same city as George Floyd. The young man, Amir Locke, he got killed in the same city as George Floyd. Salute to ASAP Auto from Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? He out there. So now this time, it's like a tick for a tack. You know, the police went to jail for doing that to George Floyd. Well, they saying the police that killed Amir Locke, allegedly, they said, prosecutors say that they would not be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that an officer fatally shot him during the no-knock warrant. Now, they do say they're trying to do away with that no-knock warrant, but the key word is they said, look, the prosecutors said they would not be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the officer fatally shot that boy. What up, bro? What up, Stats? Yeah, so what y'all think about that? They say the people are already protesting real heavy in Minnesota. But I don't understand, this is my opinion. How could they not prove without a reasonable doubt when they had cameras on? They got camera footage. Like the bro said last night, if we reverse it, let's just say it was a police sleep in his crib under the covers. Somebody went through their door. Say somebody went in their door by mistake. I bet you they'd have reached and got their gun and blazed their gun off. But my point is this. They did a no-knock warrant. And we also saw that the boy, he put his hands on the gun, but he ain't pointed at nobody. He didn't get a chance to do that. They gunned him down. So my point is, I don't get it. I ain't going to speak too much into, you know, I got to do more research. But I'm saying is the prosecutors said they do not have enough evidence to prove without a reasonable doubt that this cop shot that boy fatally. Like they basically saying they can't prove the police was in the wrong. So this right here is weird. And we don't know if this right here is going to start any type of, you know, reaction in Minnesota. It might be a George Floyd part 2. We don't know. But this is what they're saying. The prosecutors, nobody's going to jail. So that's where we at with that right now. It's crazy. But like I said, I don't know all the details. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure. This case is getting downplayed. They had us looking at TOREYLANEZ, and nobody was paying attention to the Amir Locke situation. And like I was taught, they said every time before the summer, you know, they was going to have, they said they love to have people marching during the summer. That's how they drain people energy. Had you marching and protesting, drain your energy the whole spring and summer. That's how it go. Had you marching. So how could something be seen on camera, but they say they can't prove it without a reasonable doubt? So are they playing games or what? Are they just are they purposely trying to get people mad and pissed off? What y'all think? But as of right now, there's no charges being brought against the officer. So, like they were saying, the bro said they might still get a civil suit. His family might still get paid. But we don't know if it's going to be justice. We don't know. But I'm just saying this stuff is just getting weird and weird. So at the end of the day, it's like it's kind of similar to when an animal get killed by mistake and life just goes on after that. Because, you know, this 22-year-old, he got smoked in his own home. Mind you, he wasn't on the street. He wasn't on the block. He was just in the crib. He was in the crib sleep. Yeah, he had a gun on the table. But he got blazed before he had a chance to make any move. They could have, the way they came, they could have said, drop your weapon, drop your weapon, drop. But the way they did it, they just aired him out swiftly, like real fast. He didn't even get a chance to lift a point on him. He couldn't even see straight. You know how when you wake up when you wake up out to sleep, you groggy. And the covers over his head. So anyway, man, they lit him up. But no charges will be distributed. So that's that on that. What else going on? Salute to the chat. What up, y'all? This is one of the mornings. It's one of them days, but it's a good day. Episode 144, because only 144,000 are going to be chosen. The rest of them are going to be frozen. You dig? Told you, man. It's only going to be an elite circle of people that's going to make it anyway. Anyway, man. Let me get into this rapper, the old school rapper, the old head. The rapper Kid Creole, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five with Melly Mel, this Melly Mel brother. A lot of people don't know about this. People that are born of a certain time, y'all know nothing about this. The thing is, y'all know that song, The Message, Broken Glass Everywhere, people pissing on, you know, they just don't care, all that. Puffy made the song, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, all that. When Puffy made that song, Can't Nobody Take My Pride, that's on him and Mace. That beat they used was from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Just a little something from that. But anyway, the particular group, one of the members, he been convicted of manslaughter, and he allegedly, I don't gotta say allegedly, but Kid Creole was convicted of stabbing to death a homeless man and found guilty. And the whole story was he was going to work, he was going to work at 12 o'clock at night, 12 a.m. He was going to work. A so-called homeless man came up to him, said something. Just so happened the man that said something to him was gay. And Kid Creole said that the man tried to make a gay pass at him, and he stabbed him up. Tried to say the man made a gay pass at him, was trying to attack him, and he said he stabbed him up. They say that what Kid Creole did was, after he stabbed the man up, he went to his job. They say he washed off the knife. And they say that when he left the job, he threw the knife in the gut or something like that. Anyway, police actually found the knife he stabbed the man with. But some people feel like it's suspicious, and it was some type of gay conversation or some type of gay quarrel going on, something like that. And the man that he stabbed and killed was high on drugs. But we got to understand that Kid Creole still got charged with manslaughter because his defense didn't stand up in court. So basically, the court believed that his story was BS. They feel like he might have been indulging in certain activities, and whatever happened, he snapped on the man. But either way, if he did kill the man because the man was gay making a pass, it still would be considered a hate crime. So either way, like I said, you know, people talk about the young rappers now that promote killing. Well, this is an old head rapper, and he actually did kill somebody. And just so happened he killed somebody, and it had something to do with gay behavior. And he was going to work late at night. So he basically was on the streets 12 a.m. We don't know if he was out there dipping and dabbing, because they did say the freaks come out at night. So we don't know what's going on. He could have been trying to do something strange before he went to work. Either way, Kid Creole is going to jail. That's a fact. Kid Creole, so I'm not gay no more. He said, I'm not gay no more, and got the poke. I already did a special on that dude. And you'll see the behavior in which they was dressing in was very, very, I tell you this, the gear they was dressing in back then, I swear to, if a man dressed in that gear now, you will already assume, you will swear up and down that man was suspect. They was wearing leather chokers, tight leather suits, tight jackets with no shirt on, showing their chest hairs. They was dressing like the Village Group that sing the song YMCA. This how these old rappers was dressing. And I told you, these are the same rappers that was affiliate. They were banned by the homeboys. It's just what it is. But I'm only speaking on this case again because he got convicted of manslaughter. So he will be in jail. And they do not believe his story. They feel like he was indulging in some type of gay activity with this man, and they both might have was high, and somehow out of that situation, they got into a lovers quarrel, and he stabbed that man. That's all I'm saying. But that's Kid Creole from the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. For my old heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. But if y'all want to look more into the story, all you got to do is Google it. One of your favorite rappers is going to jail for manslaughter. But that's what it is, y'all. That's on that. Now, on top of that, a mother with 8 children, a mother with 8 children from East New York, Brooklyn. She says that her landlord turned off all her utilities, even though she paid her rent on time. The woman and her 8 kids came home to find out her electricity was turned off, her gas was turned off, and her heat was turned off. And she claims her landlord went and got all of it cut off, even though she paid her rent. In my opinion, what that means is the landlord is trying to get her out of that property. He don't want her money no more. Because a lot of these landlords, they understand that the economy went up. All of the property value has went up. So some of those old leases and old agreements, they don't want to comply with them no more. And we also know a lot of people was what? Getting rentals, getting that, that rent relief. So now the landlord might say, well, hey, I was getting $1,500 for it. If I get her out of here, remodel it, I can rent it out for about $2,800. And that's what they're doing. So it's like I said, this woman got 8 children, pay the bills, and you see that she's getting no compassion. Her landlord got it all cut off. We don't know what the landlord called these companies and told them. But either way, he did a dirty trick to get her put out. What's up, little twerker? Miss LA, what's up? Yup. Woman paid her bill, got 8 kids. Now I'm speaking on this because this is to show you how fast somebody could be homeless. And this woman and her 8 kids can easily get labeled as being homeless. You see that? So let's be clear. Let me clarify this. All people that are homeless are not anti-government. They not rebellious. They not, bums. It's called falling on hard times. It's called different situations. You could end up homeless over the simplest thing. Your crib can catch on fire. You ain't have no renter's insurance. You homeless. It don't take much to be homeless no more, y'all. The thing the thing that's different, before, if you ended up homeless, you might can get back on your feet in like a month and a half. Now, when you homeless, you might just keep backtracking, and it could be so hard for you to get on your feet now if you homeless, because it's hard for you to get that money back. It's hard for you to get those credentials. That's why being homeless now, you could lose everything. So when we see this woman that says she paid her rent on time and all of that, the landlord being petty got all her stuff cut off. Remember, also, you got landlords being petty. Let's say you might have had a beef with your landlord 6 months ago. Last year, you had a beef, Let's say last year you was late a couple times, in the past. But now they want to be petty because they want to use that against you to get you out of there. A lot of that stuff is happening too. But my point is, it's not hard to be homeless. That's why I would never joke on a homeless person. I would never look down on a homeless person. But I understand there's different classes of homeless people. Some people are homeless because they want to be homeless. I met people like that. Some people are homeless because they want to live off the grid. Some people are homeless because they want to take their check and get high all day. But some people are homeless because they fell on bad times. You got some people homeless because they got out of a bad relationship. People are homeless for many different reasons. But the point of the matter, when we see this woman of 8 kids, and she got kids from, you know, like toddlers to teenagers. My point is this: when you see a woman with 8 kids and she got to get evicted, we know it could be especially if she's single, it could be very, very hard for her to get on her feet. So, but the landlord got her water cut off, got her electric cut off, and her gas cut off, and her heat. So this was happening. This was happening right now. And this right here is pushing people to get caught up in them homeless statistics. Like I remember I told y'all, it's all about them numbers. It's about them numbers. That's right, Miss Carla. We all a paycheck away from being homeless. That's right. I seen it recently. Well, I say this. I told you I seen I know some people that was in a 3-bedroom. Their house caught on fire a couple months ago. They all in a 1-bedroom now. It's packed in a 1-bedroom. They was in a 3-bedroom. You know, the man of the house had a nice Infinity truck sitting on big rims. Crib got burnt down. They all in the 1-bedroom. I think his car got repoed. I ain't been seeing that car. So I know they taking a loss. But you see how they do, right? We had a 3-bedroom. I don't know if they had renter's insurance neither. So I will tell you, everybody, if you got a crib, you better get renter's insurance. Because, you know, your kid might mess around and be making some oodles and noodles and forget and burn your crib down. But my point is this. The crib burnt down. They was in a 3-bedroom. They put them people in a 1-bedroom. And I know for a fact, it was like, it might be like 6 of them. How you gonna put 6 people in a 1-bedroom? They got teenage kids too. No little kids, teenage kids, 15, 16, boys, girls. They put them in a 1-bedroom. And I could see I could see how they starting to downslide. Because when they had the 3-bedroom, you know, the dude, he had the big car, talking about one of the new Infinity trucks. Shining, you know what I'm saying? Probably was doing the night before the pandemic, getting checks coming in. Then I seen how they caught a fire. I don't think he working like that. A 1-bedroom. Now I see the truck going. They might be about to hit rock bottom. We don't know, but I'm showing you how it's a chain of events that happen that make people messed up. And guess what? They are making it hard for you to stack your money up. That's why they're going up on all these prices, because they're trying to make it hard for you to bank the little money you do get. They're trying to make it hard when you can't stack that money. So let's think, if you are homeless and then you're trying to live in your car to get on your feet real quick. You can't even live in your car because everywhere you go, you burning gas. That's why I say it was a time where if you did fall off and you had a job and an income, you could grind it out and just sleep in your car for about a month, save a couple of checks up, get you in the crib real quick. But then they got slick and said, okay, we got to make 3 times your monthly to get up in here. You know, the rent is $1,400. You know, so a month you got to make triple that. Or you can't move in here. So what you gonna do? You got the bread. You can get double up. You can get double the money, but you can't get all the money up. Then you get all the money up. They say you gotta do a background check. Damn. Or just so happened you was late in a couple of your electric bills and all that. You in the hole. Man, that's how quick you could be home. You can get home. Remember, a lot of people don't. A lot of my people, y'all already know. But you got some people ain't never had nothing in their name, so they don't understand that. You even got to have your electric bills paid up before you move in the crib. You got electric bills that could stop a person from moving in the crib. And you could be homeless because your electric bill is messed up. Your light bill. So that's why I'm saying they got different things. And you know they're trying to make it now where you can't put your bill in somebody else's name. Y'all know that, Remedy. So they got different things in place to keep you messed up if you fall off. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, this ain't the time to fall off. It's not. That's why I said there's too much hate out here. It's so much hate. Man, this hate ain't got nothing to do with the real world. Because that's why I'm saying that hate ain't gonna get people nowhere, because you got people already waiting for you to fall off anyway. They waiting for you to slip. They want you to be a statistic out here. That's all I'm saying. So this woman, you know, she said she paid her rent on time, and the landlord basically went behind her back and got all her utilities cut off. To the point where this woman had to go to the news to try to get help. But remember, that man, that's his property. And I hope she got a good lease against him, because you got some, I'm gonna tell you this too. Some of the landlords will finesse you and they'll put you on a month-to-month lease. Or when it's time to resign, they'll act like they don't want to resign. They'll be like, oh, yeah, we'll get to it. I'll send it to you, whatever. They'll play around and it won't get you to sign that new lease. And then they'll pull a stunt like this on you. I noticed that a lot of landlords been doing that too. So that's what it is. They slick getting people out their property. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Episode 144. Y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna go back into the recap in a minute. We yeah, we was talking about T.I. yesterday. I don't want to get too much into T.I., man. T.I. is weird, man. But T.I. got on that girl started clowning on T.I. He act like he wanted to smack, he wanted to beat up that. He act like he wanted to smack her, beat her up. He took the mic from her, gave it to his big buff, his big fat bodyguard. August, yo, they said it was over the situation when he was putting, you know the allegations T.I. got against him with the so-called him and Tiny was getting chicks high, whatever. Well, that female comic was, she was rubbing T.I. the wrong way. He actually went on the stage and gave her a fake hug and said something in her ear and snatched the mic from her. He basically tried to shut up. Either way, I'm saying T.I. was acting real weird. Like I said, I don't understand why T.I. is trying to be a comedian now. That boy went from a rapper, a gangster trap rapper, got locked up, didn't do no real time, came home, was on Crime Line. He was working for Crime Watch, all of that. They started calling him the tipster, because his name is Tip. They started calling him the tipster, clowning him. People stopped supporting T.I. music. Then he came back as a righteous man, a black power brother. He started trying to be like a Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. He started trying to be like he was a righteous black man or whatever. And when he tried to be a righteous black man, then they put them charges on him, some allegations, should I say. Because remember, T.I. used to always have a lot to say. But when they put them charges or them allegations on that man, he shut up. He got quiet. And then he laid low. And he said, I'm about to do me some comedy. And now he doing comedy. And that mean what? T.I. is a joke. If T.I. is doing comedy, what that mean? That means T.I. is a joke. That's right. They say he did a year and a day. A year and a day, he got caught with assassination weapons. Put it like this, man. The guns T.I. got caught with could have assassinated, anybody. He could have assassinated the president. And he only got a year and a day. You got people in certain cities right now, New York in particular, they get caught with one gun, they're going to do 7 years, 5 years, one gun. This man got caught with a whole arsenal of Secret Service weapons, and he only did a year and a day. And while he was doing time in jail, he was getting drugs, he was partying and all that. Then came home, was working for Crime Line. And they was calling him the tipster. But now he's a comedian, so let's be real. And we know T.I., when has T.I. ever been funny? So we know for a fact, if he's a comedian, we know for a fact that is not going to be a funny show. But they clowning that boy. That's why he's a comedian. But he tried to run down on a woman, put in a little slick bear hug, whisper something in her ear, probably threatened her, and he snatched the mic from her. Snatched the mic, gave it to his big bodyguard. But I give it to the woman. She went and got another mic and kept talking. But he also showed that he's very emotional, and he can't take certain things. But remember, when you're a comedian, you got to be able to take certain jokes. But it is what it is. T.I. is a funny dude, and I mean, he's funny in real life. I ain't saying he's funny with jokes. He's just a funny character, period. So anyway, and it's also a dude that was calling himself the king. Remember, the king, it's always a king that crown themselves. Oh, man. He said he was a king of the South. Like he was bigger than Master P. He was bigger than Baby, bigger than everybody. He just started calling himself the king. It's crazy. Also, for a light joke, Tory Lanez, you know, he came out and said he got alopecia too. He said that's why he gone bald. He said he got alopecia. He's throwing his little shots and throwing his little jokes too. You see that? That this man just got locked up. They coming out clowning and joking. Told y'all, man, they be playing, man. They be playing everybody. Talking about he got alopecia. That's what Tory Lanez said, man. Clowning. Also, I don't know if y'all saw the video. I might put it in the description after this video. A Harlem man put a woman in a stone cold. He put in a wrestling move called a stone cold stunner. Y'all know about Stone Cold Steve Austin. This ain't funny. This story is not funny at all, right? But he put his girlfriend in the Stone Cold Stunner. That's a wrestling move by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Y'all know when I be joking about dudes and domestic violence, I told you they be putting their girl in wrestling moves. I told you they be trying to box them out. I told you they be trying to hit her with Mike Tyson uppercuts and all that. Some dudes be trying to put their girl in UFC chokeholds, all of that. So now we got proof. A Harlem man did this in public. He put his wife in a stone cold stunner. You got dudes that are DDT their girl, all type of stuff. But my point is, they don't just push them or just smack them or, you know, choke them. They be literally putting these females in wrestling moves and using boxing tactics on them. So I'm trying to show you it's not funny, but I'm showing you how some dudes be going too far. You know what I'm saying? He put his girl in a stone cold stunner and it's on camera. This happened in New York, in Harlem. I told you, some dudes actually be pressed. Yo, some of these domestic violence dudes, they literally be practicing moves on their girl. And a lot of time they do it in the house. Y'all think I be bullshit. I'm telling you, that's what dudes be practicing wrestling moves on their girl. Dude might go to the gym. He practice UFC. His girl get out of pocket. He might practice the latest move on her. Dudes be putting their girls in a figure four, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I got a homeboy. He used to beat on his girl. I had to stop rocking with the bro. I ain't trying to put nobody business out there. That's one of my day ones, but he was going too far. Man, come on, man. You know, if you know your homie like to do, you know, he got a domestic problem. You try to talk to him. You know, I told him, yo, you need to leave, or you know, you need to get out there, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be at the crib when y'all got y'all drama going on. But I know what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell my bros when they get hectic like that, man, just leave, man. I know you love your kids, man, but you ain't gonna be able to love your kids in peace if you're always fighting. And once you start fighting in front of them, man, that's a broken home. Now you're gonna start traumatizing the kids. So sometimes you got to be the bigger man to leave. Because all that's gonna happen is you're gonna traumatize your kids. There's always gonna be some smoke. You ain't gonna be happy, and at the end of the day, you might end up in jail anyway. And then she gonna mess with who she want to mess with anyway. So that's why to cut it all off, you gotta understand that domestic violence ain't worth it. It just ain't. It's not. You ain't gonna win. And I understand sometimes, don't get me, look, sometimes you got women that do pop off first. And I will say this, if a woman pop off on you first, it's nature and self-defense. Yeah, you might strike back. But right after that happened, and you do something like that, that's what you're supposed to know. This relationship got ugly, and it's time for me to go. That's all I'm saying. But this particular dude, he put his girl in a stone cold stunner in public. And that's what it is. So all I'm gonna tell you is some dudes their girl might be putting them in wrestling moves. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little dude, you know, your girl got a little weight on her. You know, she might throw you in a fiend real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, man, that domestic violence, a lot of people die from domestic violence. That's all I'm saying. That's a lame way to die when you die in your own crib over some domestic violence. That's lame. You don't want to go out like that. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to go out like that. Because it can get nasty. You know, you got some people play around. You know, the wife go pull a knife real quick and stab their husband by mistake and killed him. I know females that killed their man by mistake like that. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Dude in the crib beefing with his girl. Girl got a knife, stabbed his ass, but she stabbed him in the heart, killed him. And guess what? She ain't even get no real time for it neither. Because she was getting a check. That's what I'm trying to tell people, man. Sometimes you can be in a relationship with somebody that's loony, and they mess around and kill your ass by mistake, and then they want to cry later, and they sad they did it, but the whole time they ain't have it all in their head anyway. You know, you thought Shorty was crazy because of the sex. No, she really crazy, bro. You need to get up out of there. That's all I'm saying. Shorty with the dude beating your ass, he might really be crazy. That nigga gonna kill you. You need to get up out of there. I'm telling you. So some DV situations is different. You could be with somebody that's really crazy and you mess around and be dead by mistake because they don't want to kill you on purpose. They might just do it by mistake. So you gotta, when it start getting nasty, you gotta know it's time to go. When the relationships with somebody wish death for you, I wish you die, I hate you. When you hear that, I hate you, I'm telling you, you better get up out of there. That's the key word. When they say they hate you, that's where you better go. I'm telling you. It's gonna get nasty. Anyway, you know, this dude put his girl in a wrestling move in public. And it's all on camera. I don't know if he arrested. I don't know if they're still looking for him, but it's on camera. So that also shows that people losing their mind. Anytime you put your wife in a wrestling move or your girl in a wrestling move in public, you already know something wrong. What up, Pete? We in here. Good morning to the people. Salute to everybody in the bushes. Salute to everybody that's here this morning. My people on the ground this morning. Let's go. What else? What else? Because a lot of stuff been going on. A 13-year-old girl got arrested in a violent attack of an old lady. A 13-year-old put hands and feet on a woman, tried to rob her in the lobby, and the 13-year-old's caught. A 13-year-old tried to rob an elderly woman, snatch her pocketbook, beat her up. Told you, ain't nobody to be trusted right now. Can you imagine a 13-year-old trying to attack you? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? You at the ATM and a 13-year-old, somebody hit you in the back of the head, you turn around and somebody 13 years old. What you gonna do? This was going on right now. A 13-year-old beat up an elderly woman and tried to snatch her pocket. Was this a 13-year-old on drugs, or was this 13-year-old just hungry? You know, mom, there was no food in the crib. Either way, a 13-year-old, he popped off on an old lady and beat up, did it dirty. They got that on camera too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People don't want to acknowledge the fact it's cameras now. What else they said? They're going to have those drones that's going to be able to track you in 60 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. This was going on. 13-year-old girl beating up an elderly woman. What kind of stuff is that? So she basically was trying to beat up a grandma. There you have it. What else? There's a lot of weird stuff been going on. Oh yeah, just talking about East Flatbush yesterday. East Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York City. A 12-year-old got shot up bad. But what happened was, in East Flatbush, you know, a black vehicle was circling the block. You know, spin the block. You know how they say we're gonna spin the block? Well, these particular individuals, they were spinning the block. They said they spent the block about 8 times. And when they pulled up, you know what I'm saying? They let loose fire, shooting at one dude, and they hit a 12-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? They hit a 12-year-old. And a boy was injured. Somebody else got struck. It was an 8-year-old in a car with their parents. They didn't get hurt. The 8-year-old didn't get hurt, but bullets was whizzing past them. And they said the man victim that they shot, he got shot 6 times. So they hit their target, but a lot of other people got shot and shot at in the process. And they said when it was, you know, when the smoke cleared, a license plate fell off the car. And the license plate was a Florida license plate, but it was a stolen license plate that belonged to somebody in Queens. So these, you know what I'm saying? You got these individuals, they so smart, they going getting bogus tags and they spinning the block, shooting up the block with fake tags and all of that. And they said that the individual that was doing the shoot, he jumped out the sunroof. He hopped out, he was in the sunroof blazing that gun. And a 12-year-old got shot, an 8-year-old almost got shot, but the you know, one of the targets got shot 6 times. So that's the definition of spinning the block. That's what's trending in America too, spinning the block. They say they circled the block 8 times. And on the last spin, they let the clips blow. So this was going on right now. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you got beef right now, you don't know who's spinning the block, watching, waiting for you, waiting to light your ass up because they spin the block. The only thing that's messed up is a lot of times the wrong people always get hit. Yup. And it just so happened that's how the powers that be work, because you know, even though they did that shootout, the license plate fell off the car. It was a fake license plate though. So that just shows you how this stuff works. Or matter of fact, they could have just threw the fake license plate away. Let me say that. But that's what happened in East Flatbush. For those that don't know, in New York City, East Flatbush is the home of the Crips. For people that don't know. I was just talking about that yesterday. Some of the most gangsters, Crips in New York City is in East Flatbush, the 90s. The 9, all of that. Flatbush. But we neither here nor there. They spent the block out in the 90s, and a lot of people got hit. So I'm telling you, remember, it's not all the way summertime yet. It's not all the way hot. And you better bet your bottom dollar it's going to be a lot of spinning the block. Some people call it the killing season. But that's just a reality of what's going on right now. People are spinning the block. So that's why I tell you it's not good to have enemies. It's not good to have beef, because you got to watch your back, and you don't never know if somebody going to spin a block on you. That's how it go. That's why I'm glad I ain't got no enemies. I ain't got no beef. I ain't got to watch my back. I think I covered everything. I'm about to do a recap. I'm going to get out of here. And I'm going to be addressing something. Yeah, I touched on everything. But let's get back to the source. Let's get back to the situation at hand. People want to know, AugustAlsina is about to get paid. He about to get a multi-million-dollar book deal. People don't understand. You get more money for writing a book than you actually get from being a rapper, from being a singer, from being an actor. You can see, when you write a good book and you get paid off that book to the day you die. When you die, your kids get paid off that book, and it's easier to sell 1 million books than it actually is to sell 1 million albums. A lot of people don't know that. You know, that's why a lot of my stories I'm not putting online. A lot of my stories are going to be in a book. Some people think you're going to get on here and just tell all your business for free. And a lot of y'all that did get on here, y'all was telling y'all stories for free. People made mockery of your stories. You had people twisting up your stories. People trying to poke holes in your story. But the thing is, you should have put it in a book. At least you would have got paid. Because remember, whenever you can get online and tell your honest to God truth, and people are going to still try to say you lying. They're going to try to twist your story. They're going to do all type of stuff with your story other than just accept that's your story. And what people don't understand, when some people tell their story, what does that mean? When a person tell their own story out their own mouth, that means they're comfortable in their own skin. Some of you can't never tell your own story because you are ashamed and you can't stand on your story. So salute to the people that do tell their truth and do tell their story, whether we agree with it or not. It just show you they got the fortitude to tell their story because it's their story. And guess what? Everybody got a story to tell. It's just that some people's story is not as interesting as others. Some people can tell their story and it's boring. Some people don't even have a story because they didn't do nothing. So salute to the people that do have a story to tell and understand that you actually could get paid way more money in telling your story in a book than just running your mouth, telling your story for no reason at all. And people don't even respect your story or appreciate your story. And just like people that want to be rappers, you know, and instead of rapping about how much dirt you did, you might as well just write a book and you'll get paid. And guess what? If you write a book and it's an epic book, somebody's going to want to do a movie. That's going to be another check. So I'm going to get that jewel that you should, you know, if you got a story, stop being lazy, stop playing around, write the book. That's all you got to do. That's a stepping stone. Some of y'all, instead of being online, hating all day, you ain't got no time on your hands. You might as well write a book. And you might go write a book on how to be a loser. Because some of y'all good at that. And you can tell that story. Or should I say write a book called How Not to Be a Loser. If you know you're a damn loser, at least write a book to prevent other people from being a loser. That's positive. Like I told you, I'm going to write a book called How Not to Get Killed. That's going to be the book I get to my people on how not to get killed. Because a lot of people, they get killed. A lot of people get killed every day. And I'm going to write a book for the mothers and parents to teach your kids on how not to get killed. I'm going to give you a manual. But AugustAlsina, he's going to be writing a book. And a book he's going to be writing is going to be telling about, you know, how him and Jada used to get it on. So we can say he's going to be pillow talking. You know, he plans to write a book about, you know, with him and Jada, or should I say he's going to be writing with the type of stuff that Jada does in the bedroom. So we already know it got to be crazy. We already know about all the sex positions that's possible. Maybe he's going to tell us some whole other stuff. Like she jumped off the dresser, jumped on his Johnson. I don't know. He might going to tell us some whole other stuff. I don't know. But you know, he's going to be telling about all the stuff that Jada does in the bed. And he also has released a snippet of the new song he's about to come out with. And AugustAlsina also says that Will gave him permission to sleep with Jada. And he says that, you know, he used to be home with Jada at the crib chilling when Will was filming his movies. And I'm gonna say it again for those who wasn't listening earlier. We know that Will and Jada are swingers. And like I said, people don't understand swinger marriages are different from regular marriages. I'm going to break it down one more time for the people that didn't hear me earlier. You have swingers clubs. In every hood, every city, every community, there are swinger clubs. You have elite swinger clubs where you got to have like a VIP card to get in there. You know, you got the swinger clubs, the person at the front door got to know you. But swinger clubs, one thing about a swinger club, you have to go there with a partner. You cannot get in unless you have a partner, for one. Those are where married couples go and they party in there. They swipe out partners. Sometimes, you know, two couples, they cool. The man in this marriage will smash the woman in that marriage. And they switch partners. And they smash, and right, they might smash in front of each other. They might go in another room and smash. This is what they do. Some men will let other married men run a train on their wife. And then some men get together and say, okay, you ran a train on my wife, let me run a train on your. That's what they do. They swap out. And sometimes swingers, they do deal with bisexual behavior too. They go into the club. They let their woman play with another woman. And sometimes the woman let their man play with another man. That's why there are swingers. But let me clarify this. Some swinger couples are strictly straight, and you have some swinger couples that are bisexual, or one of them are bisexual. But swinger relationships are considered open relationships. So that's why this whole thing with August and them, a lot of us can't fathom, because we don't know about swinger relationships. I spoke about it earlier. I'm going to break it down again. You have married couples that go to the strip club. And when they go, before they go to the strip club, they say, well, who we going to take home today? We're going to bring somebody home today. Some people call that sprucing up the marriage. Some of us might say, oh, that's nasty. I wouldn't do that. But that's why you're not in a swingers relationship. A swinger relationship is different from a church relationship. It's different from a regular relationship. These are people that are not concerned with cheating, all that. They outright with it. So they go to these places, and that's what they do. Switch out partners. They have orgies, all of that. So you got to understand, I'm giving a blueprint to what a swinger relationship is. So when August say that Will gave him permission, some people gonna say he a sucker, he a clown. But like I said earlier, we don't know if Will and Jada might have ran a train on him. And after they ran that train, he said, all right, bro, you all right, you good, you good. We don't know, Will might have busted him out first. We don't know that. It's just alleged. We don't know that. That's all I'm saying. Swinger relationships. It's very weird. Some people are going to say it's very, very weird, but this is what they do. So the next time you're around somewhere and you might see a club, they ain't got no windows, and that club only, you be like, that club, the swingers club might not open at 12 a.m. They might open at just 1 a.m. in the morning. A lot of those are swinger clubs. Or you might have seen that club look like it's shut down. It don't really got the name on it. It'd be a name on it, but it look like that's a swingers club. They everywhere. You just don't. Sometimes you just don't know that's what it is. I didn't know. Like I said earlier, I didn't know it was one until somebody actually told me what it was. It was right at a shopping center. It was at a shopping center with stores around, all of that, supermarkets. It was right there. It was a swingers club. Then I thought about it. I said, oh, no wonder at nighttime it'd be a lot of people, it'd be a lot of cars out here, and I see a man look like he's a security guard standing outside the building. It was a swingers bar. And you can't get in a swingers club unless you have somebody with you. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're a man, you can't just say, I'm going to the swingers club. No, you got to have a wife with you. You got to have a lady with you. That's how I go. Swingers clubs. But we know they swingers, which is called an open relationship. So Will ain't had no problem with nobody smashing his wife. But let's be real. We don't know how many people Jada let Will smash. Do we know that part? Because Jada don't or nobody, Will smash pillow talk. She might, like, remember, let's think of every movie Will did where a female was in, or the cast partner. He might have smashed Regina King. He might have smashed Vivica Fox when they did Independence Day. We don't know that because ain't nobody gonna say nothing. And Jada, remember, y'all gotta remember something. Let's break it down. Remember, Set It Off? Jada Pinkett was in it with who? Vivica Fox. After Set It Off came out, Independence Day came out. Who was it? Independence Day, the first one, Vivica Fox. So we don't know. Will could have smashed Vivica back then, and Jada was, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They different. Like I said earlier, we don't know if Will and Jada could have switched out with ChrisRock and his wife before. And that inside joke could have been an inside joke and an inside joke. Like, nigga, I let you smash before. You gonna diss my... I don't know. I'm just saying we never going to figure out Hollywood. All we need to understand is they're in a different tax bracket from us. So AugustAlsina is going to get paid. We also don't know if Will and Jada is going to get a percentage of that book. We don't know. But that's how they work. That's all I'm saying. They're weird. That's right. They're weird. That's right, Father. They're weird. You can't understand. Look, man, with something that's weird, it's like if somebody trying to talk to you in Chinese, you ain't gonna never understand or comprehend it. So we're not supposed to understand their weird behavior because it's highly weird. Yeah, I heard about the director's couch. I heard about allegedly Star Wars, any big film, they say all the cast got to sleep with each other before they even be in the movie. They all got to sleep with each other, all the cast members. You got to sleep with the director, the cast members sleep with each other before the movie. That's what they say. Allegedly, I don't know, but that's what I heard years ago. They got to have, that's why you're always going to see before a movie break, it's always a big party. They had that big party, and a party is not what a lot of this stuff indulges at, which Cat Williams told you about. You're always going to see every Hollywood premiere always had a big party, a big event. When you seen the big Super Bowl and you seen all the celebrities there, that's where they have all the big parties. That same night, they had them parties, if you know what I'm talking about. Because the elite, they have parties, and that's where they do what they do. Why you think Puff Daddy told Fabulous, when we going to party? You going to come to the party? He said, I did party with you, man. It's the party. Party is where it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, partying, music, allegedly. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't hide this stuff. It'll be right in your face. Let's be real. It'll be right in your face. You know what I'm saying? So they know with the millions, it's a price that come with that. And that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. It's the same way how you got homeless men. They indulge in certain behavior to have somewhere to live at. You got some homeless men that they ain't got nowhere to stay at. But if a man that just happened to be down with the rainbow offered them somewhere to stay for that night, they just might go. Because he might have caught them on a rainy day on purpose. You know, you might got a rainy day, pouring down raining, and you might just have a man down with the rainbow. He just happened to walk up to one of them homeless encampments, trying to find somebody desperate. And he might happen to run into a straight man and befriend him and say, you can come home with me. And that man going to sell out to have somewhere to live at. My point is, that's what people do. People in Hollywood, poor people. Man, this stuff is, man, it is what it is. But the point of the matter is, AugustAlsina is writing a book, a multi-million-dollar book. He's cashing out, and he's going to tell all the stuff Jada does in the bedroom. I'm just still trying to think, how can you write a book on what a woman does in the bedroom? That got to mean she do stuff other than porno movies. I don't know. Anyway, that's what he's going to do, and we know that book going to be a top seller. And he says that Will was down with it, so hey, there you have it. Other than that, that's enough of this sexual behavior. We got to I'm going to go back into this one more time, before I get out of here. And the biggest drug bust in 16 years have taken place in America. They said that it was enough drugs to kill 4.7 million people. Now, out of that 4.7 million people, we don't know how many would have been blacks. We don't know how many would have been white. We don't know how many would have been brown. We don't know how many would have been Asian. We don't know. But we know for a fact, they saying it was enough to kill damn near 5 million people. And as you can see right there, that was the plug. That was the super plug. That's a super plug. All those containers are filled up with drugs, mostly Fetty. And two men, allegedly two Mexican men, they got caught with the mother load. They got caught with enough fentanyl to kill 4.7 million people. And one of their names was Edgar and Carlos, stereotypical Mexican names. They got caught with 821 pounds of meth. So just imagine in your mind what 821 pounds of weed look like. They got caught with 821 pounds of methamphetamine. I told you, I'm going to say it the last time. Meth is sold as Molly. Meth is the new form of crack. A lot of ex-crackheads smoke meth now. A lot of people that think they popping Molly, they are popping crystal meth. You're going to notice out of every drug bust I reported on, you didn't hear not one word about no Molly. Because it ain't no Molly. This is something I learned years ago. They popping crystal meth. When you hear about a person that been up for days, that's crystal meth. Back in the day, they used to be called ice. It's crystal meth. So they got caught with 821 pounds of crystal meth. They got caught with 190 pounds of cocaine. That's snow. And they got caught with 20.5 pounds of fentanyl pills. So now you see why they say all of these drugs, mostly the fentanyl. Let me be clear. The 20.5 pounds of fatty, that alone was enough to kill 5 million people, not even the other drugs. Just that alone. The rest of the drug, and let's look at this right here. This is what I want y'all to understand. This is how we know for a fact it's a lot of drug addicts in the country. Because guess what? We see all those drugs, but eventually all of those drugs would have disappeared if they would have made it where they had to go to. They would have all disappeared and turned into thin air. Poof. Because that means that's how many drug heads are around. That's how many drug heads are lurking the block. They spin in the block. They lurk in the block. They all over. Drug heads. All of these drugs would have, went from this and transformed into dollars like magic. And when it would have transferred into dollars, it would have turned a lot of people into junkies and fiends. So this is what's going on right now. But these two dudes, they got busted, and they facing 37 years in jail. They trying to get them life. That also the prosecutor said they trying to make it where if you get caught with fentanyl, you're going to get a life sentence. And they also got a $5 million bond. Or should I say $5 million bail? So that's what it is on that. The drug epidemic, the overdose epidemic is taking over, and that's just what it is. All right? So all I'm going to tell you is do what you do, party like you want to party, just don't end up dead. And also watch what you got, watch what you're dealing with, because a lot of people are turning into zombies right in your face. I just showed you the drugs that's turning them into zombies. I just showed you that. Salute to everybody. That's a fact. That ain't no Molly. That's right. You ain't never hear not one story reported about we caught a whole load of Molly. No, it ain't no Molly. It's crystal meth, brother. You got young boys popping meth, and they think they on Molly. They also taking the meth, and they also making fake ass e-pills, and they compressing the fentanyl with the meth and making fake ass e-pills. So a lot of people think they popping E. No, they on meth and fatty. So that's why you might see a young boy foaming at the mouth with dry lips, trying to get you. When we kept seeing all those Living Dead TV shows and movies, that's what they was talking about. The Night of the Living Dead are the junkies and the addicts, man. They on that meth and that fatty. Night of the Living Dead. They come out at night. They come out in the morning. They snatch pocketbooks. They rob old ladies. They break in cars. They steal Cadillac converters. They do everything. They rape. A lot of people don't understand. They say how them certain drugs like meth make them super horny. Meth makes them super horny. And that's why they be wilding out. That's why they'll put it in your drink, trying to make you super horny. But anyway, we neither here nor there. This just what go on. Salute to the chat. That's right. Hey, that's right. E hasn't been good since 06. Yep. It's a fact. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. That's why people losing it. That's right. And then what you got to understand, with all those particular drugs right there, when they can't get it, it turns into a major depression. And when they get depressed, they start tweaking. And when they start tweaking, that's when they start wilding out, when they can't get no more. So when you keep seeing them mother loads getting taken, that means the hood, they can't get their drugs like that. That means somebody hood gonna be slow. The plug ain't come in. The shipment ain't, prices go up. If the price go up, I ain't got the money, and I gotta go do something to get this money up so I can get my dose. That's what we witnessing. It's a chain of command. So look, if we see that happening in April, just know by July, nigga, it's gonna be crazy. Man, I ain't gonna keep repeating the same thing, but some people just pulled up. Always got new people, so it might sound like sometimes I'm repeating the same thing. No, it's because different people are pulling up. And I gotta go into some of these things and let you know all this. I'm saying this because all of this is leading up to something. If you pay attention, you will see everything play out in your face. You're gonna say, damn, we was talking about this. You're gonna see it. It's also gonna stop you from being a victim. Because some people out here trusting everybody, they unaware and they getting caught up. A lot of these people that got a lot of hate in them, a lot of them are on drugs. They got hatred in them for no reason. But some of them are drug addicts. And when they can't get their drugs, they just start hating. Some of them get their drugs and they still be hating. But my point is, these are not people that's dealing with a logical mind. Get what I'm saying? Salute to the chat. Said Tylenol's is safe as long as you get them at the pharmacy. That's right. Those are over-the-counter drugs. That's right. Know what time it is. ABGBK all day. What up? Anybody get it? What up, bro? You got Brooklyn in the building. Miss Carla Williams. Lil Twerker. Lil Twerker when it got that icon. What's up? You got that avatar. That's right. That's right. Yup. Molly is a catfish. That's right. If somebody give you a Molly, if somebody give you an e-pill, or they say, come take this Molly with me, you getting catfished. That shit fake. He said, D said August had Jada stretched across the red table. What's up, Miss LA? Y'all be wildin'. 50 Shades of August. Yo, that's what I'm saying, man. He making like Jada had to be a super porn star. What kind of stuff could she have been doing to write a book about it? That's crazy. I thought I knew about all positions. Oh, man, that's weird. Anyway, who's to say they all ain't about to get paid? They getting paid together. We don't know that. I don't put nothing past none of them. What else up? Who else up in here? Yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah. Tylenol and Tropicana cures HIV. No, it don't. Disclaimer, I ain't no doctor. I ain't spreading that, Alan. But somebody did say that, though. Somebody said they allegedly had HIV and allegedly they killed themselves with Tylenol and Tropicana. And some people actually support these kind of people. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. But what I am going to touch on is, you know, somebody accused me of threatening them online. And let me say this and make this clear. I would never in my life ever threaten nobody online. So that alone right there is a lie. And then how you going to send me a message threatening me? If a person go out their way to send you a message, that is a threat. So how you going to threaten me to not threaten you when I ain't even threaten you, but you going to threaten me? Somebody going to send me $1 Cash App and send me a threat. But it's okay. I understand. But I didn't threaten you. I don't threaten nobody. That's one thing I'm never going to do. Anybody I ever had beef with, ops with, smoke with, I would never in my life get online and incriminate myself for one, and I will not threaten nobody. And for two, I ain't never, ever, ever going to beef with a female. That is not going to happen. But if I call something how I see it, that's my opinion. And I do research. So I'm not just going to make nothing up. Like I said, because I know you listening. If I give anybody a wrench because I see you as my people, if I give a person a wrench, it's because I trust you. I don't just give out wrenches to give them out. People that been rocking with me, I give them a wrench. Why? So they can hold it down under, you know, whatever. Everybody here might got a wrench, but what if I go live and some of y'all ain't even in there? That means somebody can come in. Most not, look, the way my page set up is 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna be in there with a wrench. But you got to remember, it's some time when everybody ain't there. So the people you trust, that's who I gave a wrench to. When I give a person a wrench, that's like VIP. But I told you, everybody get wrenches on their channel for different reasons. I'm explaining why I give out wrenches. If I gave you a wrench, it's because I look at you as my people. If I take your wrench, it's because I can't trust you on my channel. I told people I don't have a problem with nobody watching nobody. I don't care who you watch. But if you start indulging in certain activity, like I said, if you start looking like you co-signing or you vouching or you in the middle of stuff, you putting yourself out there. I done said this millions of times. So if you putting yourself out there like you did with certain people, you now, become a threat to my channel. Because I don't know, you might turn on me. So you can look at that as a sense of business. It's not personal. If I take a wrench for somebody, it's because I can't trust you like that. It's not that I don't like you or I'm mad. No, I'm just saying everybody has the right to watch what they want to watch. But it don't mean you could be trusted like that, having access to my channel. That's all I'm saying. That got to do with my channel. I can't have an op in my channel. Meaning I'm talking about a person that could be influenced to do mischief behavior on my channel. I can't take that chance. Not saying that you would, but I can't take that chance. So if I spoke on somebody in the middle on somebody else's channel, like I said, first of all, let me clarify this. I done had people come to me about multiple people. I swear to God. I got people that I'm cool with that make content, and they told me, the reason why, bro, I rock with you, I don't come in your chat because it's people that be in your chat I'm not feeling. It's people that be in your chat that's grimy, bro. Watch them. And then these same people, I had other people send me messages about these same people. And what I do, they cool. They my peoples. They straight. Basically, I'm turning a blind eye. I'm being naive. I swear to God, I got proof of different people sending me screenshots of these same people, campaigning, showing different behavior in different chat rooms. Just so happen the people that, the chat rooms they in, they talking bad about me and other people. And that's cool. So remember a couple episodes ago when I said, I'm not mad at nobody, I'm just disappointed. I kept telling people, not only, look, I'm talking about men and women. Men and women. People send me messages. I'm just saying all the time. A lot of stuff that's going, like, people know people be talking about me. They don't be saying your fans so-and-so talk. They don't be doing that. But I had people tell me, I say this past month, watch this person. Watch that person. And I'm like, they cool. They ain't gonna, basically, I'm looking at it like they might do what they do, but they ain't gonna violate me. So you see, I've never taken no wrenches from certain people. But if I take a wrench, it's because you are a threat to my channel. You can sabotage my channel. That's why the wrench got to get taken. But you always notice I don't block nobody. I'm not gonna block you. But I can't. How I'm let you have access to my? That's like letting somebody have the keys to your crib and they dealing with your ops. How you going? You can't do that. You might still be, man. I'm cool with people right now. That's cool with my ops in real life. You know why? Because they got a separate relationship. But guess what, bro? You ain't getting the key to my crib. You know what I'm saying? We only can kick it in the street. I know that's your man. Y'all might have been mans before we was mans, but I don't rock with your man. You rock with your man on your time. When we kicking it, we kick it how we kick it. But bro, you can't have a key to the crib, and you definitely ain't staying in the crib when I'm out, when I'm gone. But you still my people. I just can't trust you on certain levels. So that's the same way of if I gotta take a wrench. I don't got no smoke with you. I ain't mad at you. I don't got no beef. I'm not gonna be angry if you watch somebody else. I'm not gonna do that. So for somebody to say I threaten them and don't threaten me, y'all listen to this. Y'all listen to me every day. Y'all have never heard me threaten nobody. And I'm showing you how people they're spinning a narrative. They'll take something and flip it into something else. And that's grimy. That's foul. I heard somebody made a video about me yesterday. Ask me if I care. If you made a video about me or you hating on me, because that's what you always wanted to do anyway. So more power to you. But people be making these false narratives, fake shit, and they start believing it, and just so happen they watch fake people. So I get it, but I would never disrespect or violate nobody. If somebody tell me to watch this person, and I'm like, nah, they good, they straight, they ain't gonna turn on me like that. They my people. And I'm sitting here looking at screenshots of what these people doing, and I still ignore it. Don't get mad at me. Don't say I ain't do nothing. What I did was trust people too much or show too much love. I don't hate nobody. I never in my life, even if I had real beef with a person, I would never threaten nobody online. That's self-incrimination. And I definitely ain't beefing with no man, and I definitely ain't I'm talking about real. I'm not beefing with no female, period. You ain't gonna never see me making a video about no woman, putting her picture up and going in on her. I ain't gonna do that. Even if she wrong as two left shoes, I ain't gonna entertain that. So I just feel like I get a lot of heat lately because people, some people don't feel who be in my chat room. Like American Links. I seen American Links in other chat rooms and they was coming at his neck. Some of the same people that be in this chat right here, they was coming at American Links. I seen people said that I had wrenches in this channel, said, yo, that nigga fan, he a clown. I ain't rocking with him. So y'all want to support other clowns. Y'all, that's what y'all do. That's y'all business. Because guess what? Y'all be wrapped up into other people. Y'all be wrapped up into people. It's called dick riders. It's called people that ain't got no life. You're taking it too serious. It's just entertainment, but y'all making it like it's a gang. It's an organization. I'm down with them over here. Fuck them over there. I'm over here. But be over there. Who cares? Because what you watch is what you support, and that's who you are. So how I'm gonna be mad at somebody for support who they want to support? But just understand, when you on certain people's channel, that's who you are. When people see, if you came and seen, look, let's just say, right? Let's say the LGBT community, and they had a famous YouTuber. If you see people in that chat, what does that mean? 9 times out of 10, that's what they support. If somebody had a channel talking about guns and firearms, when you see people in their chat, 9 times out of 10, those are licensed firearm carriers. People support the channels on that which they confide in, which they support, which they want to be a part of. That's the channel they support. That's why I told you, everybody got their own fan base. Everybody got their own support. So if I see you in a clown's chat supporting a clown, what does that mean? If a person get online and say they disrespect the dead, they talk about pissing on the grave of a child, they slander little kids, they slander people's family, and you're in their chat, what does that say about you? That's all I'm saying. I'm dealing with common sense. If a person is a barber and they go live about cutting hair, if I'm in the chat, because I cut hair, I want to know about cutting hair. I'm in the building with barbers. So my point is, you are what you watch. You are what you eat. Whatever you take in your body, that's what you are. And that's everybody's own preference. I'm just saying, if you support certain people, you can't have a rest of my channel because you're compromising with my brand and what I got going on over here. I tell my people, we family. If I give you a wrench, we family. So that even means if somebody go against you or talk greasy, I'm still going to support you. I'm going to look into, I'm not going to just go because somebody say, yo, watch that person. You need to take that wrench. I don't do that. I pay attention. You put a bug in my ear, I'm going to see if it's true or not. And when I seen those screenshots, it broke my heart that people was indulging in that type of behavior. I was disappointed. But I would never, ever, ever threaten nobody on this thing. Never. For one, you ain't that damn important. For two, I ain't stupid. And I'm going to show you how, like I said, it's a group of people that already been on here. They always indulged in beef activity, beef entertainment, back and forth, messy behavior. That's what they do. It's a percentage of people. We share the same audience. They're gonna go from here to that channel, to that channel, to that channel, and they all in the same rotation. You might as well say a lot of us share the same fan base, a percentage. Out of my percentage, I know for a fact at least 20, 30% is shared by some other people. I see them. I saw them on these people's channel before. My point is not that. But I got a whole nother percentage of my numbers. They come from somewhere else. They don't deal with that. So some of these names y'all didn't even know about till you heard about it. You say, who that? Who is that? But in these people's mind, they think they know. They think everybody know them. I'm trying to show y'all everybody don't know these people. That's why I told you some of these people, I'm never going to say their name because y'all don't know them anyway. But in their mind, they think everybody know the same people. No, look, it's 50 states. You got the tri-borough area. You got the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, PA. You break it down, Connecticut. That's one faction. A percentage of those people do rock with me. I got people from all over. New Orleans, Midwest, Chicago, Cali. I focus on a whole nother demographic because I know most people from my city, from my area, they like to deal in a lot of hate. You don't believe me? Look at the rap game. When it was all said and done, when rap was on top in New York City, what destroyed New York rap music? This is going to be a history lesson. What destroyed New York rap? When everybody started what? Beefing with each other. While New York was beefing with each other, what happened? The South took over. And that's why you see in New York is they just got it back, but now they're losing it again. Let me repeat it again. Go back to when we had the top New York rappers. Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, whatever you want to say, Wu-Tang Clan, name them all. And then I told you when the beef era came in, when niggas started beefing, Ether, you know what I'm saying, G-Unit, all this beefing in New York rap, what happened? No unity, what happened? What happened? That shit collapsed. And while New York was beefing, ATL was on the come up. Texas was on the come up. New Orleans was on the come up. Florida was on the come up. Slip and Slide, all these other labels out of town started coming up. And what they started doing, you know, coming together. Disturbing the Peace, Ludacris. Let's just go into history real quick. You started seeing all the down south labels coming up and what they started doing features together, doing tours together, doing shows together, getting that money together. They had the whole America on that down south wave. Niggas in Cali was rocking with down south because they took over while New York was beefing. So I know where I'm from. Niggas in New York love to beef. Niggas in the town love to beef, they love to smoke, love to argue, love to fight, love to compete, love to have egos, love to be arrogant. Let us start on a man. Like to show off on a homegirl. That's what go on. You get it? Competition. So it's always more unity other places. That's just what it is. I've been places where actually whole cities get behind each other. You know, if it's certain people in position, they will squash the beef. The whole city will get behind somebody to make them great. Now I'm out lying, I'm flying. My people that's OT, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's look at New Orleans. Let's look at when that whole Cash Money, you know what I'm saying, that Cash Money no limit thing. Yeah, the city had beef, but you best believe at one point the whole city got behind Lil Wayne. In Georgia, I'm pretty sure at one point they all had beef, but I bet you when T.I. was popping, all of them got behind T.I. All of them got behind Gucci Mane when he was winning. My point is, you're going to see a time where they get behind their people. They throw the beef out the window. What happened when the South lost it? Because when they started beefing with each other. When Atlanta started beefing with each other, Atlanta fell off. T.I. started beefing with Ludacris. Remember, you see, I'm going to show you the pattern. Once you start beefing with each other, that's how somebody else about to steal it. Somebody about to take the crown. That's how it worked. So the same thing in every arena. Yeah, New York is the East Coast, whatever you want to call it, is, you know, the generators and motivators of a lot of stuff, but they also destroy what they create. They'll make something and destroy it. You know, that's how it goes. Even on a positive tip, we might set the trends, we set the fad. We also say when that shit played out, that shit is lame. But also to our default, we create shit and then we start fighting over what we created and then somebody else just take the shit. What happened in Cali? They had the gangs, gang banging with each other, banging out. What happened? Niggas from the East Coast started gang banging. While the Crips was fighting the Crips, the Bloods was fighting the Bloods, and everybody was fighting each other. The New York East Coast stole their culture. Man, it's a pattern. So my point is, when I told you can't build, you can't prosper off of beef, you not. I don't benefit in beefing. And my point is, you're going to see is people from a certain demographic, they think if they beef, it's going to make them successful. What I'm trying to show you, let's look at YouTube. Everybody that came from the city, everybody that was from New York, what happened? They all started beefing. Do you know how many big niggas it could be right now in position? But why half of them gone? Because of beef. Niggas can't exist within each other. Why? They want to discredit each other's story. I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you. I did more than you. I got more money than you. I live better than you. I drive better than you. I eat better than you. I make more moves than you. See? Why? You can't have a lot. I got a lot. Let's put it together, bro. Let's make something shake. No, it's always a competition. I got more chicks than you. You got chicks. My chicks better than your chicks. Niggas love to compete. And they compete so much to what? They destroy themselves. I got more guns than you. I got better guns than you. Oh, you got 9. I got the new chopper. You got a 30-shot clip, nigga. I got a 100-round shot clip. All right, let's shoot out. Bang on each other. Man, this is a formula of destruction that keep going on. So when I speak on stuff, I know what I'm talking about. It's called divide and conquer. So guess what? That's why I say, instead of people coming together, squashing their differences, people rather what? Separate and start beefing. And when you start beefing, guess what? Somebody else is going to take over. While y'all over there playing around, we're going to take over. While they over there fighting and bickering, we're going to bring in some more immigrants. Come on, y'all. Come get these jobs. While they fighting over if they're going to get vaccinated or not, or they going to do this or do that, y'all come on and take this goddamn money. Let them keep bickering. While y'all in homeless camps, would you like, matter of fact, while they in a homeless camp, they doing lottos on the new luxury cribs, doing lotteries. So somebody get a low-income house in a nice big building while you over there debating on what you're going to do, and you in a homeless camp. So I'm trying to show you it's a game. They know these people be distracted, beefing, and arguing, and fighting. Man, we can use that as a come-up for over here. That's right. It's a lot of haters, man. You got some places, they deal with players. So I say salute to Detroit. When you hear Biggie say, my Detroit players, yeah, you got haters everywhere. But being a player is most of the culture. That's why when you go to Detroit, most of them, they wear Cartier frames. That's their lifestyle, wearing a Cartier buffs. Most of them got bread. They wear $1,500 plus shades. That's their culture. You might go to Detroit, you ain't got no buffs, you a lame. You might be considered a dirty nigga, a hater, because you ain't got no buffs. You ain't got no 30s on your truck. See, it's a lifestyle of shining over there. You see that? Some places it's a lifestyle of shining. When you go to ATL, that's a lifestyle of what? Partying. They like to have a good time. So you're going to have more people that's celebrating than hating. You got to know the culture, where you from, where you at. I've been places, I know. And that's why I told you, a lot of people from New York go places, they get killed. They go to jail. They don't know how to function. Because everywhere is different. But that hate I learned that don't get you nowhere. God bless the dead. When I was 16 years old, some people I grew up with in Brooklyn, they had family in North Carolina. They went down there to get some money. They went down there disrespecting all them down south boys, violating them. Don't you know them same down south boys shot that trailer up with AK-47s, killed them, sent them back home to New York in a body bag. Now, I've been learned back then, when you go places, you better leave some of that New York hate alone. You better know how to move. You better go and start showing some love. Because I'm trying to tell you, a lot of that hate, or just because where you from and you want to come with that arrogance, man, people ain't playing that. Everywhere is different. So my point is, that's why I always tell y'all, love will get you further than hate. Being straight up will get you further than trying to be fake. Or trying to, sometimes you got to draw a fucking line. You got to say, yo, I'm on this side. Sometimes straddling the fence get you caught up. You get caught, it's called what? Caught up in the crossfire. But I'm saying, I've been places where everywhere is different. I've been places where they hate New York people. They don't like you. They don't like me. No love. But I still been places and got love. But I understand where they was coming from. because it is a certain hatred and arrogance that niggas bring with them. That they always gonna latch on to that. So you heard about certain places like, okay, you heard about, you know, Southern hospitality. You heard about other things. It's people that got, yeah, they shoot their gun. Yeah, they kill. Yeah, they it's violent where they at, but they got certain principles and morals. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just showing you the whole as a whole. Some people embrace, you know, being good people, and everybody knows bad batches. Some people embrace that negative bullshit. They proud of being arrogant. They proud of gritting on you in the morning, looking mad. You know, don't want to hold the door for you in the morning. They proud of that. Some people been raised in a world of hate and they think it's normal, but it's not. So my point is, you're going to always see, no matter what people create, once that that hate and that beef and get involved, whatever they doing is going to self-destruct. That's why I always told you. That's why I always say you niggas ruin YouTube. Y'all niggas ruined that shit. You know why? Because you just kept using this shit for a device of hate. Not hating sometimes. Niggas hate all the time. 7 days a week, nigga want to hate 7 days a week. Now we got a competition. The niggas trying to prove who could be the most haters. We got a competition. The niggas still trying to expose niggas. Living in the goddamn early 2000s, still trying to beef and expose niggas. I told you that shit played out, but that's that New York shit. Niggas think I'm playing. All right. Who the main people that's online always trying to expose somebody? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Who's the main people always trying to expose somebody? Who's the main people violating? And let's say this. Let me ask this one question. Let me ask you a question on top of that. What's the most places that's most successful on the internet? On this YouTube thing? Give me 5 top YouTubers from New York City. And we know New York City got millions of people. Give me 5 top YouTubers from New York City right now. Or I even broaden it a little more. I say from the East Coast, the Northeast Coast. And I know Gilly the Kid and Wallow, they one of them. They one of the biggest right now. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people I can't. Give me 5 top East Coast YouTubers right now. I can name plenty in the South. I can name a few in the Midwest, and I can name a few in California. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few. And I'm talking about household names. It's only a few. But my point is, it's so much hate. Now, the ones that win, that's big, guess what? They focus on their craft. They're not worried about nothing else. Those are the ones that's all right. They're going to be straight. But I'm trying to show you something. It's a pattern that if dudes was doing more unification, you know, building brands up, networking, politicking, everybody will be way bigger than what they is. And more stuff will be getting accomplished. And then people would actually be able to help people. It's not really hard. It's just that people got that thing called ego. You can't tell them nothing. Always right. If you don't like it, it's whatever. Then you got people like to lie. They stand on lies. You catch them in a lie, they gonna say they wasn't lying. These are the stuff you got people that'll set you up. You heard about the back door. Well, those are the people that you thought would never do something that's gonna do it to you. They're gonna do it to you. So that's why I say I know what I be talking about, but I'm never gonna get on here and threaten nobody. I'm never gonna get on here and violate nobody. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody like that. But if you come in my building and I address something, I'm addressing it. I'm not trying to put you on blast. I'm not trying to disrespect you. Because at the end of the day, sometimes y'all know exactly what y'all be doing. That's all I'm saying. That's why I say, especially if you don't really support. What I mean by support is many ways to support. I know real supporters. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's people that pull up here every day consistently. That's a real supporter. Not people that just breeze through and then they say a whole lot and then they breeze out and they'll come back for a couple of days and then they come and they breeze through, they say a whole lot and they don't come back for. That's not real. That's a person that no. The real supporters, they be here every day and they're gonna be here for a certain amount of time. I know people got stuff to do, but I know for a fact that people that be here for a certain amount of time a day. I know my real supporters, man. Can't nobody trick me. Anyway, I had to go into that because I've been told to leave certain people alone, and I made my own assessment. I ain't never listened to what somebody told me. And I ain't never got on here and threatened nobody. You know what I'm saying? But somebody want to send me a cash app and threaten me, talking about don't never threaten them. Whatever, man. Send me $1 cash app. You could have kept that to yourself. You ain't had to do not all that extra stuff. You could have just felt the way you felt, went your way. That's it. I still ain't mad at you. Damn. I ain't even do nothing to you. But don't think if you do something, I ain't gonna speak on it. You in my building. I'm gonna speak on it to your face. I ain't saying nothing behind the back. I ain't be a weak ass nigga. Take the screenshot. Say, see, I'm gonna prove to you what this person was doing. I'm gonna put it on the screen. See this, y'all? I ain't gonna do that. But I ain't tripping. And once I start questioning myself, I start feeling like a fucking fool. I'm like, hold on, nigga, you ain't even do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Period. So anyway, people gonna make up stuff to get mad. People gonna make up stuff to fall out with you. People gonna deal with stuff how they deal with. But life goes on. You can't worry about that. Hustle's gonna hustle. Grinders gonna grind. Winner's gonna win. And that's what it is. Episode 144. I told you 144,000 gonna be chosen. The rest of them gonna fall off the cliff. And we all gonna watch the show. You get it? Now let y'all know, some of y'all might have seen a promo yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop a podcast and all y'all can subscribe. And it ain't going to be on YouTube. Because I told you, I'm tired of this YouTube. Tired of these dusty dust buckets. Y'all can have it. I'm going to still do what I do, but I don't care about this. I've been telling y'all this for months. This y'all life. I'm going to be promoting the podcast soon. And it's going to be on, I ain't going to tell you what it's going to be on yet. Y'all know. They be jacking. They be jacking. I bet you watch when I do what they do, they're going to start doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? But you already know they can't do it like me. And my people, y'all going to be in tune because y'all going to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? All my people, that's my people. And you got brands, you got stuff going on. We about to start working. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing interviews, certain things. I'm going to be giving people their slot time. You heard? I'm about to show how to network. I'm going to show them how to network. I'm going to show you how to grind. If you got a brand, if you got something you got twerking, and you about your business, you holler at your boy for no fame. I told you that. Hit me on the DM. You make sure you add me on the gram. Make sure you add me. Because if one day you wake up and I don't go live and you don't see me work on this channel, you know where to find me at. Don't be lazy. Add on. Subscribe. Catch me on the other platforms. Because like I said, if you see me don't come on for a minute, I'm just telling you, I'm on a whole nother wave. And I'm gonna be way more descriptive, way more detailed, way more dramatic. I'm gonna really get into what I talk. Because I ain't gotta keep saying allegedly, disclaimer. I ain't gotta keep watching what I say. No, I'm gonna be myself all the way. So I'm telling you, tap in. For all my people and the people that's listening, make sure you stay in tune. And the only reason why, remember, when y'all hit me on other platforms, I gotta scan the information to make sure it ain't no troll page, because a lot of y'all YouTube page is different from y'all other platforms. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm not paying attention. I gotta scan everything because that's how I know who my real people are. It's a lot of trolls. It's a lot of infiltrators, and I gotta conduct my channel a certain way. I can't just see it and just add everybody real quick. I can't do that. So I gotta scan through it. I gotta go into the page. I gotta see, okay, I gotta see the track record. Is this a troll page? How long the page? I gotta do my homework. That's how I work my channels on my other platforms. But I'm trying to tell you, make sure y'all add me on all major platforms. I will be active. The job I came to YouTube to do, I just about damn near did it. You know what I'm saying? I got a solid core. That's all I'm worried about. And I'm about to expand into other things. So the podcast will be dropping very soon. The Grown Man Talk podcast will be dropping very soon. And I'm not talking about a podcast that you upload to YouTube. No, I'm talking about a real podcast. All major downloading platforms. Also, salute to Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. Go subscribe. Rondell got a couple things going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I shout people out, you make sure you pay attention. We all are going to be networking. We're going to be doing bigger things. That's what I'm telling you. And all of y'all are invited. And guess what? The podcast is going to be free. That's it. So, you know what I'm saying? When you want to, like I said, when you want to, you know what I'm saying, add on, if you want to donate, you can donate. But it will be other things, services available. But it's going to be free. So that's all I'm trying to tell you. We about to shake these haters. That's about it. What up, Brody? You already know. Grown Man Talk is a channel. Grown Man P in the building. Make sure you go and subscribe to Grown Man Talk. We out here. We about to turn up. We kept telling you we about to turn up. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I've been on here damn near 3 hours. I ain't even realized that. Today gonna be a good day. Everybody enjoy their day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody enjoy their day. Thank y'all for sitting here listening to me rambling. Y'all could be doing anything and anywhere else. That's it. But I'm from a different cloth. I'm from a different breed. I'm like Bruce Willis. I die hard. And I'm like Samuel L. Jackson. It's a time to kill. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm the type of person, if you don't rock with me, you just leave me alone. Just let me be. That's it. I ain't going to bother you. Don't bother me. But at the end of the day, you always can get what you're looking for. So it is what it is. We run through the chat. What up, Poem? That's right. Have a blessed day, bro. That's right. Everybody, let me shout all my people out real quick. Miss Jackie. What's up, Miss Jackie? Miss Jackie always bring the positive vibes. Just like my man Lampinski, NYC. What up, bro? Also appreciate Lampinski for share our content, you know, on your platforms. Miss Sassy NJ, thank you for pulling up as always. You already know how we do. Miss LA, you already know what's up, sis. Always here. Miss Latasha Jordan, that's right, 144. Another special classic. So a lot of these episodes ain't really going to hit till you listen to them way later on. I ain't never re-listened to none of my episodes. Not one. One day I will, though. These are going to be time capsules. For those that know, these are going to be like books. I know what I'm doing. Well, we in here, though. Who else here? Miss Deja. What's up, Miss Deja? That's right. Yeah, I'm going to let y'all know as soon as I'm going to drop it. As soon as I put it together, I already got everything set up. So once I make it available, I'm going to let all y'all know. I'm going to be sending it to y'all. I'm going to let all y'all know. What up, Wax Dog? Always holding it down. Yeah, I know people don't. I know some of y'all don't like who be in my chat. Yeah, I be knowing. Ask me if I care. Man, they'll watch anybody, man. Somebody they'll watch. A man could get up here and say all the nasty stuff he did. He could do all type of stuff, and they still going to try to defend somebody like that. It is what it is. That just let you know, right? Told you, man, people stand for nothing. Nobody is going to be solid in the last day. They're going to make excuses. They're going to be like Rodney King. They're going to say, can't we all just get along? No, we can't. Know why? Because I don't rock with them type of people. Those are not, we do not have the same DNA, period. That's right. Thank you. She said, I'll be at work, but I always go back and listen because you have something to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's people like you, I try to stay focused. There's a certain people that support me. They turn me up. There's a certain people that turn me down and they make me focus. Net Stars, what's up, Net Stars? You already know we got to work, bro. You already know we got to work. That's a fact. Make sure y'all subscribe to Net Stars, man. Net Stars out there on the West Coast. He out there in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? There's some things going on, man. We're going to network. We're going to show you how to do this. Ain't no egos over here. When I first got started online, I was telling people, yo, we're going to network. I told people I'm extending olive branches. I said, if you want to work, holler. How many people actually holler? A lot of people, they ain't holler, but then they want to hate. My door was always open. They ain't want to be, they want to sit here and just observe what I do. They want to worry about, you know what I'm saying? They want to beef. They wasn't never about building nothing anyway. I told you, some of these people, they can't even conduct their own household. So of course they ain't about no business. Your first business is your home. Wise owl. That's right. There's a science to the madness. Thank you very much. You better know it. And that's why I love it, because the smart people always get it. That's how I know it's more smart people than stupid people for real. The smart people get it. I don't got to break stuff. Man, y'all know what I be doing. Y'all know what's going on in life, period. I'm just the one to let you know, no, you ain't tripping. You seen it, I seen it. Yeah, we see the same thing. We on the same page. You ain't tripping. That's what I be doing. It's like, that's what people do for me. Oh, I wasn't tripping. All right, we on the, all right, boom. Everybody ain't messed up out here. All right. It's called confirmation. You know what I'm saying? But like Wise Owl said, it is a science to the madness. That's why I go all over the place on purpose. I do what I do on purpose. The people that catch it, they're going to catch it. So even niggas think, like, I'm going to show you something, man. Like, people might think, yo, when I be saying what I'm saying, like, people going to be watching me from a higher up. Nah, man, when they listen to me, they're going to say, man, that nigga be rambling. He got some good points. He say some truth, but he always say a nigga out his mouth. He talk a lot of foul stuff. He don't know nothing. They ain't going to pay me no mind. And I ain't trying to start no cult. And I ain't trying to be no leader. So they ain't taking me serious. And like I say, everything I say is on Google. So I ain't telling you nothing new. But I told you that fear will kill a man quicker than a bullet. And I don't have no fear. So that's why I do what I do. Other than that, man, I ain't going to talk y'all to death. Thank y'all, everybody, for putting up. Salute. This might be a classic. Episode 144. We did it. We back at it. Man, I better about damn near 3 hours. This might be one of the longest lives. But we know it's jewels within everything. So, on that note, y'all already know. Fun No Fame Live, episode 144. Salute and love to my family. Y'all already know what time it is. And I'm out.